Hey, hello, happy Monday, and happy December. How are y'all, sunspots? There's the pretty boy. Here I am. Here I am. How are you all doing? It is finally that time. Oh, I'll do it for next time. I wasn't thinking. Hey, hello, the first sunrise of December. I'm not gonna lie, for December I usually decorate the room. I have to do that. I'll do that, and when I come back on Wednesday, this will be decorated. Don't mind it for now, though. Don't mind it for now. I'm sad. You compared me to the stupid McDonald's clown. I asked you. I said, are we like, you'd say Kent the Clown Dream, and I was like, are we talking Ronald McDonald or are we talking Joker? You know? I'm gonna try to do my best to mute myself when I'm coughing, which is gonna be often. You know, sometimes you coughing so often, you feel like you're in a coffin, and then you're gonna go and never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ronnie McDonald. Let's go. That's crazy. Okay. Minchi, hello. Vort, hello. Leonidas, hello. Aurora, hello. Cries, hello. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to skip. Donnie, hello. Cries, hello. Fade, hello. Fade, you're playing a dangerous game. Watch yourself. Who else? I said Muse, hello. Lurk, drive safe. Dang, hello. I am in fact still sick. And did I miss anything else? Oh my god, dang. And March, hello. I am feeling a lot better. But I am still, as you can, oh my god, that's Toofy. Hello, Toofy. Hello. French jump scare. Ho ho ho. Tori, hello. How goes it? I miss you do? I missed you all so much too. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about you a lot. I was not just you, Tori. I was thinking about all of you a lot over the past weekend because yeah, I know you'll just be cute with me. I know. Stop it. I mean, I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be cute with anyone. I'm cute with anyone and everyone. We'll just have one massive orgy. I mean, sorry. Kidding. I'm gonna try my best, but if I end up coughing with I wish I could hear Mr. Sun, but I have DD. Leonidas, it's fine. I appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that you're here hanging out. But yeah, I hope you can't hear me, but I hope your D&D is going well. About to leave and I'm missing an... You're about to leave? That sounds like a skill issue and sounds like you need to stay. With inches of snow. I love watching you... What? Anyway, sorry. OMG Fade, my hello, my Pookie. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, Toofy's got a Pookie and a wife. But I think Donnie's also got the wife as well as multiple Pookies. This is the way. What is a Pookie? What is a Pookie? Cuddle smooch? That sounds adorable. Okay. Lot of stuff to unpack. I don't know if I'm gonna go into detail with it with y'all yet until I have it near my Pookie, the Pookie producer. I don't know why in my head I heard Poopy producer, and I was like, that's just a baby. That's just a young child, you know, a little child. don't gotta call me out. Oh damn, you can physically touch me in specific areas. I'm kidding. So yeah, basically, so okay, first of all, how is everybody? How was everyone's Thanksgiving? If you celebrate it. If you don't celebrate it, then you just had a normal ass week and sucks to suck. No, I'm kidding. I had a good Thanksgiving. I got to see my brothers, who both are now in college, and it was really great to see them. Sorry, I told you I'm going to be muting a lot to get rid of all the sick sounds. Oh, I'm Canadian. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving in November. Ah, I see. Hello, Eugene. Hello. And Hanese. Lays. Laid. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. Sorry. I need a cough drop. Hold on. I'm just... 1 second. Okay. I'm not. I just walked away. It was good. Got a free turkey from work. Hell yeah. Nice. Tiny Asian... Ugh. Why are you talking about my tiny Asian nose? Do you see this? Not tiny. Not tiny. Listen. I am Asian. Yes. I am Filipino. Yes. Oh, my computer stuttered. Yes. Beans. No. Here's the thing. I am Filipino, but I am the most whitewashed Filipino you will ever meet. But I agree, Mr. Sun. Oh my gosh. I am Asian. I feel like I associate just more with like overall blush for us. You can see it better. No. Did you just say blush for us? That's crazy. Don't worry, I'm also whitewashed. Eugene, are you Filipino? Fade, you're gonna have to try harder than that to get me blush. To get me to blush. Sorry, I have a cough drop. Oh, nice. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I was born and raised in the States. Born and raised in California. Bay Area, California. If you know, you know. What am I talking about? So I'm a city bay boy. This is the way. So, and I think, all right. Hi, Sorrow. Didn't have to do that. What was I gonna say? Yes. Okay. A little whitewashed because of being indoors mostly and TV. Nice. I love that. Okay, so first of all, Thanksgiving was great. I got to see my brothers who I don't get to see often. It was cool. So a couple things happened. First of all, as you all know, I'm sick. And as I know, my BGM stopped. Anyway, I don't know why it stopped. Since Friday night, the heater in my house has not been working. And it has been the coldest it has been for a while in terms of winters go. It's actually hitting low 40s. Luckily, I have a like a space heater kind of thing, like a radiator. I don't know what it's called. It's a space heater though. It looks like a fucking radiator. And I have it in my room. And so it does not snow where I'm at, no. And so basically, I get to stay warm and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Here's the thing. If I'm in my warm room and I need to go outside to the kitchen to grab water, to eat food, to go to the bathroom, suddenly the nips get hard. Because it's like, where the fuck? It's literally like I exit out a threshold from my room. It's like a membrane. It is that cold. It is that cold. Once again, don't what me. Do not what me. Like, if you get cold, your nips don't get hard. Okay? You could fucking cut diamonds with those things. Okay? Listen. Let me explain. You see this? Let me see it. Let me explain. You can cut diamonds with those things. Okay? But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's cold. It's cold. So, here's the thing. Bundle up in a blanket to go to the bathroom? To go to the kitchen? Is that also an Asian thing? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't you dare gaslight me right now. Anyway. So, since Friday night, also Star, 2 R's. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Rosh Lemon. I'm Zashido. I like to sing and play games. Today we are doing neither of those things because I'm sick and I don't feel like playing a game. I just feel like catching up since I haven't spoken to everyone since before the holidays. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then I'm sorry. I'm just talking about, yeah. But if you do celebrate Thanksgiving and you had a particularly great week, please tell me about it. So basically, I got to see my brothers. They're back in town. One of them goes to school in Oregon. One of them goes to school in SoCal. Great to see them both. Yeah, and so basically, that happened. Couple of things. So it's been cold. It's been freezing, and they were supposed to fix it today. However, something has occurred. And now, the heater will not be fixed until Friday. Which means I have 5 more days of freezing my ass anywhere that's outside of my main room. So, I hate the cold. I hate sand. You know, it gets everywhere. And it's just so... No, I'm kidding. You hate the cold. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really mind the cold too much because you can put more layers on, you know? We do have hot water, yeah. The boiler still works. But basically, I don't like summer. So here's the thing. I don't like sweating. Because with cold, you can heat up. You can put layers on. If you're hot, it's fuck. It's just fucked. I had 3 very relaxing days after a long episode of Disaster with an I. So I feel like joking around. That's good. That's good. That's another thing too. So it's really crazy. I think I talked about it very briefly last time on stream where I forgot what happened, but I was so sick and I just was sinking into the sickness and I was so miserable. And there was a part of me that's just said that just kind of clicked in my head. Like something snapped in a good way. Something just snapped in my head. And I was like, disaster. Is that French or German? I don't know how I pronounced it. But basically, there was something that snapped in my head. I was like, why am I letting this sickness beat me? And I was hit with a wave of positivity and optimism. And I was just like, I feel great. I'm sensitive to both the cold and hot weather. It sucks. I like the spring/fall weather. Yeah, that's cool. I think, yeah, definitely. Those two are definitely good. Though. Disaster. Oh my god, y'all are wild. Y'all are crazy. I love hanging out with all of you. That's why I'm a streamer, and that's why I'm here hanging out with everybody. But basically, so disaster. Oh no, stop! What the fuck's wrong with y'all? Disaster. Sorry. I'm still sick, so like I said, for those just tuning in, if I suddenly go quiet, you hear a gasp, you hear a breath or whatever, and I just go quiet, it's because I'm muting myself so y'all don't have to hear me cough like a fucking just a maniac. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? So basically, I'm talking about yeah, it's been cold. So stuff happened. My brothers were here for a full day. And then they had to go out and they had to fly again. 2 things happened, which is crazy. 1, my brother was going back to SoCal. And he came back in the evening of Saturday. Apparently, nobody told him that they weren't allowing students to come back into the dorms until noon of the next day. So he already got to the building. He was in front of his own room and he couldn't get in. I don't know what it is, if it's like digital code or whatnot, or maybe he's just in front of the building. Maybe he couldn't get in the building. But yeah, he was there and they wouldn't let him in. Luckily, my other brother's girlfriend lives in that city and she hadn't left for Oregon yet. So she was able to go ahead and pick him up and bring him back to her house with her moms and everything. And like he got to stay with her for the week, or for the night until the next day. And it was great. It was nice. That worked out, but it's still kind of like, damn. My other brother, he got on a plane, and for some very fucking strange reason, you would think you're taking a simple flight from California to Oregon. Why the fuck do they have you in a layover in a neighboring state? What? So basically, he went on a plane, took him to a nearby, the adjacent state, was there for a little bit, switched planes, and when he was boarding the next plane, he realized he didn't have his wallet. And mind you, this is my younger brother, who is notorious for being a little airheaded, for being a little irresponsible, he's the kind of person who has no sense of urgency, because he'll know that we need to be leaving at a certain time to go to an event or whatever. He will wait literally to the last minute to use the bathroom, to shower or whatever. He just doesn't care. And it's like we will always try to rush him, and he just does not rush. There is no urgent bone in his body. And he's also the kind of person, like, the way we describe it, it's really interesting. They're polar opposites. One of them, the younger one, is very introverted, extremely disciplined, has no social life, and he's got like 4.2 GPA. Amazing. The older of the two is the exact opposite. He still gets fairly good grades, but he has a social life, he likes to play first, and he likes to put off all his responsibilities till the last possible second. He's very irresponsible. So basically, my mom's telling me this, and she's stressed out for him because he lost like a bunch of money in his wallet and everything. And then he, luckily, they got some stuff situated, but the other plane where he left his wallet on was apparently heading to Florida. So, he was on another plane already. So he couldn't get it back. And then when they called the airline and everything, they just said, and my mom's over here like stressing, and she's just kind of like, she's trying to like defend him though. And I'm just like, Mom, he did this to himself. He's the one who never takes the proper measures and precautions to ensure that he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he just doesn't pay attention. And he thinks that everybody's always going to save him. So this is just me. This is oldest brother vibes, and if you don't know, he's my half brother, but his dad and my mom are no longer together either. So yeah. So basically in the absence, I kind of, as the older sibling, the eldest sibling, I kind of acted like a parental figure, when my mom wasn't. So I kind of helped basically raise my two younger brothers. But anyway, so that's beside the point. So I'm over here giving a little tough love. And I'm just kind of like, look, he's never going to learn if you guys keep babying him. And if you guys keep saving his ass every time he makes a mistake. He'll just know that you guys are always going to be here to save him. And she got mad at me because she's like, what? She basically like, that's not the point. It's a whole thing. It's family, whatever. So that happened. I didn't brush it off. I just stopped thinking about it. I was like, that's not my concern. Let him deal with it. He's an adult. He can do it. Or he won't, and he'll learn. He'll learn very quickly. Come to find out, literally just today, my grandmother was telling me, apparently, somebody found his wallet. And somebody called him and is mailing his wallet with everything in it. So she didn't take any of his money at all. Which, by the way, there was like hundreds of dollars in that wallet. And she's apparently mailing it to him. And I was just like, one thing happened. I had a thought. I said, this motherfucker is so lucky. This motherfucker. But then my grandmother said something, and she was like, there are still honest people in the world, huh? And I was just like, oh, damn, you're so right. And I don't know, some part of that, the moral of the story is I had like a weird hit of positivity again, because I was just like, oh, yeah, I guess there was good person. So, yeah, I'm really like, that's cool. So anyway, that is what I've been up to. As I mentioned last stream as well, full circle type shit, yeah. As I was talking last stream, so I was inspired to start world building. I think I talked about this very briefly last time, and it is so fun. I decided, like, damn, I have never built a world, mainly because like I've never been good at it. When I was younger, so from my mom's second marriage, I had a stepbrother who was a year older than me, and me and him were so fucking close. And me and him built just worlds, and our imaginations together were unstoppable. We were a fucking duo. And it's funny because I remember when I was in middle school, I started to write stories. Okay, shut up. Don't judge me. I think I've talked about this before. The very first time that I ever wrote a story. I wanted to. I one. Okay, I have to go back. First of all, um, I watched a lot of machinima when I was younger. That might be dating myself. I don't even know if y'all know what machinima is. But if you don't know what machinima is the style of media in which you use video games as a vessel for videos and movies or short films, whatever. And you take the video game, say for example Halo, where you film in the game characters and you add voices over it, you dub over it, so that's shh, Decim, shut up. Anyway, so machinima, great. Red versus Blue, Rooster Teeth, huge influences on my childhood. Should those have been influences of my childhood? No, absolutely not. They are vulgar and foul and very mature rating. Should that have been? No. Woo, welcome home. I'm glad you made it safely. Hell yeah. So basically machinima. And yeah, it's crazy. Basically, so Pokemon anime and movies are machinimas. Vulgarity shapes the brightest minds. Yeah. I would no. Not really. No, it's like machinima specifically like when you use a video game, not like an adaptation. It's like when you're literally taking the gameplay and filming that gameplay as like a movie and then adding voices and stuff over it, or sometimes they would even add special effects on it or filters. So anyway, so that was Red. I was into Rooster Teeth's Red versus Blue. The lead writer of that show, Bernie Burns, this man was my gateway and inspiration to writing because he, in my opinion, was such a great writer. And I started, when I was in middle school, I started to write. Minecraft roleplay would be similar. Yeah, I think, I am kind of curious because like that's like Minecraft roleplay, live stuff. I guess that kind of would be. I'm kind of now curious what constitutes machinima versus something like that. Because I think by technicality it would be like a machinima. So I'm kind of curious. But machinima also used to technically be I think it used to be like a brand or a channel or something. So they just called it machinima. And so maybe that's like a brand name for it. And then generic is just kind of like, live gameplay. I don't know. Roleplay gameplay. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. So basically, I started writing. And the very first short story I ever wrote was okay. There's this girl I had a crush on, and I wrote a story about what if I asked her out and she said yes. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and gloss over that, and that was the short story. This is all kid shit because it's funny, but I remember actually I was really close friends with her best friend. And everybody knew hydrate. Oh, thank y'all. I was really close friends with her best friend, and everyone knew because I was very obvious that I had a crush on this one girl. But then it was crazy because later on, at the end of middle school, her best friend had confessed that she had liked me. Like since the beginning, and I was like, what the fuck, that's crazy. Like she's such a she's an athlete tomboy, and like she was like fun, like I just like hanging out with her. And then and I asked her, I was like, why didn't you ever tell me? She's like, oh well, I didn't ever want to get in the way of you and her. And I was like, but she explained that she wasn't interested in dating and that she didn't like me back like that, but she liked me as a friend. And she's like, yeah, but you were so like head over heels for her. And I was like, I'm not gonna get in the way of that. Like, I didn't want you to just like me just because I liked you. And I was like, very, very smart, very wise. Tomboys. Let me get one thing straight here. Tomboys are the best. Tomboys are the best. Let it be known right now. Femboys, tomboys, both. No. Oh my god. Second best. Okay, what are you into? Goth, dommy mommies, or whatever the hell? That's your type. Tomboys just a hop and a skip from femboys. Listen. Look. We all have a type, okay? Listen. Tomboys. It's cute. Vord, you're crazy. Don't shit on dommy mommies. Listen. It's cute. Okay? Tomboys and tsunderes. Anyway. My type is that baby need to figure out how to permanently disable cap lock. Oh, that's funny. My type is that they talk to me, care about me. Blueberry Chaos. Hello. Welcome in. It's newer for me, but I'm intrigued. Goth daddies? Yeah. I mean, if there's goth mommies, there's gotta be goth daddies, right? Blueberry Chaos. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Mars Limit. I'm Zashido on the Sun Titan. I'm a bit sick, as you can probably tell from the title. But I'm hanging out. We're just chatting. I was kind of just ranting about a whole bunch of different things. But yeah. Oh, I was going to talk about writing and how I got into, like, writing short stories and stuff. And so, it's really funny. So, my stepbrother, my older stepbrother of a year, I think I can kind of agree with that, Minchi. I'm trying to think. I don't know. You need the right kind of tsundere. Like, the super duper cute kind. Anyway, so I started writing. Yes, the very first time I wrote a short story was what if I asked out my crush and she said yes. And that was it. Stupid, cute, innocent little shit. But basically, my older stepbrother was the person that would literally be my guinea pig. He read everything I ever wrote, and he was my hype man. He was like, yo, this is sick, like, this is great, like, what the heck. And we had the same humor. We were best friends. OMG, you wrote self-shit fake. No, shut up. Anyway, from there, I started to write other stories, like hypothetical stories of, like, a lot of my stories stem from what if I was in this situation. I wrote stuff like, what if I had powers? What if I did this? What if I did that? There was a short story that I had to write for my my high school English sophomore class. And the premise of that was, what if I witnessed a murder? And that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun to write, to see, like, you know, and then I remember I turned it in, and I came back from the weekend. My teacher, she came up to me, to my desk on that following, Monday, and she said, "I hate you." I said, "What?" She's like, "I really loved your story, but you ended on a cliffhanger." That was so funny. And she's like, "You had a really well written story, but why did you have to end on a cliffhanger?" I was like, "Hey, I'm not just writing for fun here. I'm writing to be a good ass writer." I didn't talk like that in high school. I was way too nerdy. So yeah, I'm currently going to different streamers and following ones alike. Pre-warning, I'm drunk, but I will. Yo, I wish I was drunk. However, I got drunk 2 weeks ago, and that's when I got sick. So I'm not gonna drink for a little while. I'm not gonna do that. That drinking is off limits for a little bit longer. But oh my god, you're following people you like? That's crazy. You like me? Hell yeah. Tell me, was it the voice? I'm still a little sick. Was it the content? I doubt it. Was it the model? Demon Slayer to me ended in a I wish I was drunk. 20. It's true. fuck are you able to put a link? Links are not allowed in my chat. How the fuck do you do that? Alcohol. I don't know why I heard that cries. That's not just like, that's not that's humming like alcohol. I don't want to drink about alcohol. Okay, you're pretty. Excuse you? Excuse you? What do you mean I'm pretty okay? What do you mean I'm pretty okay? In reference to what? He's LinkedIn. I don't get it. We're drinking alcohol? Bet. No, I got sick. I am sick. 2 weeks later. Right after drinking. Something happened. I don't know if I got it from my friend, because we were all drinking straight from the bottle. I don't know if I was already sick and the sickness and the alcohol lowered my immune system. Anyway. So I used to write short stories. Oh, I definitely didn't drink 85. Wait, Malibu? Coconut rum? So you know one of my favorite drinks? Malibu with a good old, like mixed in, like maybe a third of a glass of Malibu and then orange juice. It is a dangerous drink because it's high alcohol content. I have a cough drop in my mouth. Nobody judge me before you fucking say anything. Anyway, so basically, yes. Joke's on you. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm kidding. I'm not. I love milk. I love my milk. Get over here. Let me drink your milk. I'm sorry. My body didn't like that joke. I started coughing like crazy. Good Lord. Stars. Hello. Oh, fuck. Strap in, y'all. We're doing this. Wait for it. Ready? All right. Whoa! Why am I still going? Why am I going? We're good. Oh, shit. What have I done? I didn't know you could do that. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. No, wait. Ignore this. Well. I bet you're wondering how I got here. I'm fucking changing something on OBS. Hold on 1 second. Wait. Slide to the left. Okay, hold on 1 second. Uh-oh. No, this one. No, this one. Wait. Fuck me. Holy shit. This one. Hey. Can you imagine? It's like, hey there. Holy shit. Dude, can you imagine? Just like, on my way. What are you talking about? Hey. You know, there's something. If I start chatting weird, shit, I'm blaming you. Listen, the thing you need to understand is that everybody here is weird. This is the beauty of the sunspots, okay? I'm just so funny that I cracked my... Listen, I don't think I'm funny to everybody else because I think my humor is fucked and broken. I think I'm hilarious, but I'm also very easily amused. What was I talking about? Short stories? I don't know. So yeah, You know what's funny is to stay right side up like this, I have to tilt my head, so I'm constantly just like, hey, mm, hey, 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 hey. Duh! Nah! Duh! Your name is not duh! Ford! I said bruh, and I said duh! Listen. Listen, okay? You know. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm just... This is really funny to me. There's something about this position that just feels... Yeah. What is everyone saying? I haven't been reading chat. I've just been... taking a real close look at the chat messages. Oh god, hold on one second. I need to read. Tilted, lean to the left. Nice axis, like when it spins. That's funny. Looks like he's leaning on his elbows. Hey. Homie's so white. And he like that in Tower, Italy. Oh my god. Just don't say something. Y'all are funny. That I wrote with us. How many would this bother people? I wonder if I can get like people triggered. You know? Just like, hey. Oh. Wait a second. Oh. Ew. I feel like, hey, I'm leading with my pelvis. Hey. I don't get it. I don't know why. There's something weird about this tilt thing. You know when they say you're tilted? Hold on. Oh my god. You know, technically, I control gravity here in my space. So, really, I can float around my entire room. And it's just like, hello. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Ah. Oh my god, it's Spider-Man. Can we reenact that one scene? Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to do this correctly. Wow. There we go. What if I did this? I feel like I just drank rubbing alcohol. Screw you, what? Wait, whoa. Malibu by itself is amazing. What the fuck you talking about? Come here, mwah. Oh, buddy. The Spider-Man kiss, yeah. Well, gravity and light. Dude needs to be nerfed in the next patch. Hell nah. I need to be buffed, bro. I need to be buffed. Oh, shit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I feel lopsided. But I'm just upside down. Get your tiny Why? Why do you keep talking about my nose? What the fuck? He did nerf him. That's why he's sick now. Fuck. Yeah, for real. Dude, am I even recognizable? I'm not even recognizable anymore. Who am I? 2460. Don't sing, Zashi. Oh god. I have no idea who you are or why you are here. Don't die. No promises. I'm sorry. Finally noticing those lower eyelashes. Huh? Something just pulled me to here. My gravity. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, gravity. It's happening. Sorry. You know, it couldn't happen for very long. It couldn't stay away. Can't stop, won't stop, you know? Don't chug Malibu? Yeah, don't do that. Um, all right, let's do this. This is strange. It's very strange. Mmm. Damn, you hear that? Oh, yeah. Strange. I think my voice will work for this song with how sick I am. Gravity is working against me, and gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know what makes this man with all the love that his heart can stand. Dream of ways to throw it all away. Whoa, gravity is working against me, and gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more that's gonna send me to my knees. Ha ha. This is the way. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more that's gonna send me to my knees. Whoa, whoa, gravity, stay the hell away from me. Whoa, gravity is taking better men than me. Now how can that be? Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Oh, just keep me where the light is. Oh, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Thank you. Descended from the heavens. Can y'all believe it? Descended from the heavens. By the way, in about a minute and a half, an ad's gonna go through. If you are a sub, you won't experience these ads. So, I've had to make some changes. So, it's nice because then we don't have to worry about like pre-roll ads, because pre-roll ads suck. Yeah, no, I agree. Last week I could actually sing a bit. This week, so even though I'm less congested, I've been coughing a lot. You can hear it. Hikaru Majutsu. Hello, Appa. No ads. It's okay. It'll start in a minute. It'll only be there for like 90 seconds. It's all good. And then you'll come back. Or you can be a sub. And you love Ada? Ada Wong? You definitely sound better today. Yeah, I'm definitely not as congested as before, but fuck me, dude. Holy shit. Can you make a request? I'm not singing anymore. What's your request? Can you make a request? Ads? Oh no, I'm very drunk. This is the way. We like drunkness here. I am unemployed. Month 7 or 8. I'm 4 for sub. It's okay. Just believe harder. 20 seconds. Hydrate. I bet. Newsies Santa Fe. I don't know that song. Stretch. Speak for yourself. What do you mean, speak for myself? I think an ad's starting. Hydrate again? Okay. If this gets abused, Decim, you know what to do. The noises. I was stretching! You all know this about me already. Where was I? I was talking about writing short stories. You're not getting smited, but they might. Decim might time out the redeem me evil laugh. Yeah. So, God, won't you wait? How was Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving was great. I got to see my brothers because they came back from their respective colleges. Wow, I sound like ass. Dude, hold on. I just didn't close my browser because of that. What do you mean? Because of what? It's okay. You're you're a mod. Oh, you're not a mod. Sorry, you're a sub. So you're good. Wow, my voice sounds like ass. Can you hear that? There's like a hoarseness to it. Well, you know what? It works. Ads need to happen. This is the way. Broadway coded. Dude, I love it. It took me a second to realize you were talking about. But yeah. You know what's cool is that ads get to help me just chill out for a moment, and then I could just. Man, I love when men make such. Excuse me? Okay, so. Man, I love men? So. Wait. I don't need to walk into this. So you like when men make bottom noises? I see. Are we all out of ads now? Ad break ended. Your community's back. Are they now? That was very cute noises, though. How did you hear it? You were in an ad. But yeah, so. Yay, we're back. Yeah. Well, also top noises. Huh? What top noises? You're crazy, Vort. You have, the Twitch thingy mabobber? Boost, whatever fucking turbo. Holy fuck. I keep coughing and it's bad. Not something to be proud of, friend. That is something to be proud of. I'm back, bitches. Let's go. Hate ads. I'm sorry, Aurora. Unfortunately, this is the way it must be. This is the way. Wait. This is the way. I can work with bottoms and tops. Well, good thing I'm both. Because I'm a switch. Let's go. This is the way. I do not care. Are you in or not? I'm still in the ads. No. How? The ads should have ended. The fuck? Good thing indeed. That's wild. But what was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah, the whole thing I was trying to talk about. World building, story writing. I've always been good at writing characters and stories for those characters. But when it comes to world building, I'd never really tackled that before. So I wanted to try. My voice sounds so defeated. Can you hear that? You're back, Z's? I'm front, Z's. Wait, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, but yeah, so I was talking about, world building and writing and, first of all, couple questions. Does anybody else here do writing? And does anyone else here, who else here plays D&D? I feel like D&D has become a little bit more of a popular thing amongst people. And I feel like, there was like a whole moment where D&D started becoming really popular, I feel like, because of Stranger Things as well as Critical Role. Both of them were kind of coming up around the same time, at least in terms of fame and like getting a lot more attention. But it's just kind of curious. But then I know there are a lot of people who've been playing for like really. I want to play, but sadly I don't. I see me arms. Right? I forgot you gave me a fucking stroke. You're a writer. I haven't played D&D since middle school. Gotcha. I write and I would love to play D&D. Oh my god, it's so fun. I've created a plethora of characters, but there's a couple that I really, really love and go back to. The lie is I'm actually actively starting a new campaign. Nice. Hell yeah. Who do you play with? Do you play with a bunch of people? I used to play with my brothers. And then I also used to have a friend that would periodically join us. I met him in college and he was like super into D&D and he knew like everything. And it was so funny because I remember he was the first person to teach me about homebrew, because he was like, yeah, like D&D is a guideline, but you don't have to follow like all the rules. Like you might have some people who are sticklers for rules and stuff, but yeah, I make collages and use tons of images for world building. Oh, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, Fade, we should talk about it sometime, because I'm just kind of curious. Okay, so basically my process, I don't play, but I always admire the D&D section at Barnes & Noble. Oh my god, dude, D&D books are so expensive. But yeah, let's go. Oh my god, wall of text, hold up. I played with a friend of mine from high school and a bunch of his exes. Also, my voice. Do you not hear this? Yo, I might not be here for very long. Do you hear this? Oh my god. Wait. Do you hear this? Crazy. Tiny little cutouts in the voice. No. Wait. What if I could use that? Like, okay. You said you would be there. You said that you'd always be there. So where were you? Okay, sorry, hold on. I'm fucking shit. No, I'm pressing all the buttons. Sorry, I was trying to. Oh no, sick voice. I was trying to think of something on the spot, and then for some reason, I was hit with a sudden surge of nervousness, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I don't feel like I'm in control right now. I have like zero control over my voice. Whatever it wants to do, it just do. Tearjerker. I love expression. I love expressive. I think you meant to say how. I love how expressive your eyes are. Yeah. I moved to tears. Now get off. I just got on top of you. We're just getting started. I'm sorry. Yeah. You know what's funny? So, I can just slick my hair back real quick. And, I can get angry. But you don't ever see that. Because I don't get angry often. And I don't play Elden Ring anymore, so I don't... Wait, I like where this is going. So. You're how... My bad. No, it's all good. I understand. I got there. I got there eventually. Forehead kiss. I'm really sick, and I'm sorry. I really wanted to do more for you, but I guess now I have you taking care of me, huh? Oh God. I love acting. I love getting into shit, and so it's fun. God, my voice sounds like ass. It sounds like ass. Y'all, it's bad. Let me suck the sick. Excuse you? Huh? What? No. That's wild. Sweet man. Sorry, for a split second, I read that as sweat man. I was like, hey. I might be sick, but I ain't sweating like crazy. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, so. Teach me your techniques, O wise one. Yeah. I'm really sick. It's bad. I wish I wasn't. You know why? Because I really wanted to sing today. And so, it's unfortunate. It's okay though. You know why? Because come next week, I'll be even better. This is the way. You'll be sweating when I'm done with you. I hate to break it to you. I'm the Sun Titan. I'm Zashido. I'm always hot. One might say, freezing hard nipple man. No. One would say that I am always hot. Therefore, by relation, everything else is always cold. Therefore, the way that the cold interacts with my skin leaves me like this. Hence why you see steam coming off when water is being poured onto me. This is the way. I would argue that I'm not sweaty or sweating, and that is all gonna be you. It's like making love to a space heater. I just steam. Yeah, I don't have sweat glands. Oh my God. Wait a second. Hold on. I do have sweat glands. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little drop on my face. I do have sweat glands. That's crazy. That's wild. This is the way. Oh God. Ugh. My hands are always cold. Maybe you could warm them up. You one of those? Okay, so actually, I run warm. I actually run super warm. So it's like, it's so funny, like, I've been in situations, so like, when in music and like, you know, like choir and stuff, you go on tour, sometimes you have to share a bed with somebody. And I remember there was one time I shared a bed with someone, and he was like, yo, bro, like, well, I forgot what it was he said, but something along the lines of like, dude, I can feel the heat radiating off of you. You're crazy, Fade. Space heaters are one way of saying hot and bothered. Oh my gosh. Y'all are wild today. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not wild either, but y'all are Y'all are funny. Yeah, my voice is... It's so raspy and hoarse, and it's just like, fuck, bro. So, yeah. But hey, here we are. Depending on the weather, I'm either ice cold or extremely, because you're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. You're in and you're out. You're and it's right. I don't know the words. I'm always cold. One time my hand was next to my friend's, and he swears my hand was radiating cold. Vort, are you my antithesis? You radiate cold, I radiate heat. If we stood next to each other, there'd be steam. Steam. But I mean, like, come on, y'all. Tell me that bed don't look comfy as fuck. Tell me that bed don't look comfy as fuck. We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. That's crazy. You guys radiate? Always. Hi, twin. Or tornado. A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California. God, dude. I need to stop coughing like a bitch, bro. Hold on. You know why this is a perfect size bed? Because you were one, though. What are you talking about? This is a perfect size bed. Look how wide it is. It's perfect for at least 2 other people. So, no, I'm kidding. No. You're the one with Butch in your name. Bitch in your name. I was trying not to say the joke one, but I ended up saying the joke one. But get your tee out of here. Does light need rest, though? Yes. Sometimes, you know, it could be Batch, Botch, or Butch. Are you Butch? Are you Beelzebub Butch? Hi, Butch. Can I make a request? You can make it. It doesn't mean I will honor it. Or maybe you're everything that you advertise yourself to be. Beelzebub. Now, why in the hell would you want that? I don't think Shudo's gonna want to come out. I don't think Shudo's gonna want to come out because the body is sick. And Shudo does not like feeling inferior. Because Shudo is an asshole. Can you also not be British? I like that. It's crazy. If you cannot be Italian, then sure, that's crazier. With a little friction heating. Hell yeah, this is the way. Could butcher her name. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's funny. Dude, look at this room though. Look at this. The piano, the microphone. Wow. Look at my name across the wall there. What was I doing earlier? Oh shit. What was I leaning? Hey. I think this way was lean was better. Hey. Hey, twin. Hey. What's up? Anyway, sorry. Don't ew me! It's funny! My voice is so... You know what's crazy is that I had tea earlier with honey, and then I had a Manuka honey drop, and I've been drinking water. So why the fuck? I think this is the storm before the calm. Like, this is the worst it'll be before it finally starts. Like, what is it called? There's the calm before the storm, and then there's the storm before the rainbow. I don't fucking know, bro. Hopium. Love that. Change the color to red at night. Why? Oh my gosh. Is that salsa? Oh my gosh. Welcome in, salsa. Friend, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy December. Hope y'all are doing well. I am sick and I apologize. But this is what happens when your immune system is low from a night of heavy drinking. But we don't regret. So Zashi, how long shall we behave? Nah, Soul's used to being here. Soul knows. Just be yourselves. Soul knows exactly what it's like here. Anyway. Salsa, how goes it? How are you? How was your stream? What were you doing? Thank you for the... I heard, so I saw you were sick. No, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my voice sounds like... you hear it? Hi, Salsa. Hi, Salsa. I'm doing... yeah. My hope... Hello, my lovely Titan. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you and bringing... What's your community called? What are your little fire demons called? No, you sound so sad. I'm not sad. That's the thing. That's the beautiful fucking thing, is I'm really positive. I'm really happy lately. Like, honestly, like, it was a good Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving, by the way? I got to see my brothers, and I've just been in a really, really good mood. But I'm sick, but I'm still pushing through. You know why? Because I am the light. I am the sun. I am warmth. I exude positivity, and I've been extra optimistic lately, and I love it, and I'm riding this high. But your voice breaks my heart. It does too. It breaks my heart too. Thanksgiving was good. Lots of food and saw family. Fuck yeah. FEMA, hello. Sorry. Hi. Oh god, my voice. I just noticed. Only 2 more followers to reach that. Oh no. That's terrifying. Oh god, that's terrifying. Don't tell me that. Oh no. Oh god, the pressure. What? No. That hurts. That's scary. I don't want that kind of pressure on me. 1,000? Are you serious? Two. Okay. We're not gonna focus on it. We're not gonna focus on it. We're not gonna think about it. It's just gonna be a good ass time. And it'll be chill. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. Anyway. Okay. I think a lot... Oh, yeah, hold on. You're a fire demon, right, Salsa? Go follow right now. I think everybody here is already following me. We're in the I'm Still Sick club together. Let's go! Yay! You know what's funny is that you're a fire demon. Hello. Let's go. Fire demon. Salsa, it's funny because, so should I bring in my third account? No. Let's make them legitimate, okay? Let's not have one person coming in here with multiple accounts. I feel like that's cheating. Personally, I feel like that's cheating. And it's not about the number. It's about the actual people for me. So, what do you mean? I'm watching it about... Anyway, so, but yeah, so you don't have a name. Okay, you're for your peeps. Okay, Salsa, did I see, what were you doing for stream? Did you get to say or no? The Soulsers? Ew. The Soul Surfers. Oh my god, you know what I just watched? So on Thanksgiving, I'd already seen Thunderbolts, but I rewatched it again with my mom, and then I also watched Fantastic Four. I already liked Thunderbolts, but holy shit, Fantastic Four was really good. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know if you have an opinion on that. And you know, I haven't been very happy with the recent like Marvel movies, but fuck, dude, Fantastic Four was so good. I'm very excited to see more of them because that movie was, yes. Yeah, dude, I'm really excited for, shit.
I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. Original King Julian on your case, man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you don't move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big ship on the ocean and the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big ship on the ocean and the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big ship on the ocean and the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big ship on the ocean and the big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it, move it.
Okay. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was a redeem. What's Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts follows the story of Yelena and Bucky, Red Guardian, Agent Walker, and a Ghost. And they form a team. I'm not going to say anything more than that. I don't want to spoil anything. Nobody else spoil it either. But yeah, that's Thunderbolts. And they come up with a different name eventually by the end of the movie. But yeah, it's fun. But yeah, between DC's Marvel, Superman, Fantastic Four, I haven't seen Superman, but I'm not feeling it. You know? I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. Those hips don't lie. But yeah. What were we talking about? Muse. I'm almost done making walking tacos. Nice. Hell yeah. I don't know what that is, but hell yeah. I thought Superman was pretty good. Yeah. My younger brother watched it, and my youngest brother watched it, and he liked it. He said it was cool. But I don't know. I guess I've just seen too many memes about it, like shitting on it, and so I'm just like, what I have seen of the movie, I'm just kind of like, why? I don't know. It just feels normally a big Superman hater, but this film had me enjoying Superman more. Interesting. Really? I don't know, man. I think it's just because like I like basically Doritos bag. It's weird. I went to see the Fantastic Four. I don't think he's an impressive movie, but I think he really. Yeah, no, that's the thing too. Is my dad grew up on DC and he loves DC, but he has never liked the Marvel movies. But he loved Fantastic Four, and so. Sorry, my dad has never liked the Marvel movies, but he's into DC movies, comics, and Marvel comics. But he's never been a fan of Marvel movies. But he really liked that. Going to bed now. Wishing everyone a great rest. Fade. Good night. Thank you for being here, even though it's super late for you. I appreciate you so much. Get some good rest. Yeah. Adieu. Gute Nacht. Oyasumi. There's an old animated series called Thundercats. Oh, not Thundercats. No. Thunderbolts. I love Superman as an idea, but most of his media is just dog orders. Oh, I didn't watch Smallville, but yeah. So it's interesting. I think I've never enjoyed Superman as a thing because he, like, you know, it's they literally have, what do they call it? Is it like the Superman problem, the Superman something where like they have him coined as something because he's just too powerful now, which is why it's kind of great when you have someone like Batman who's like a badass and can take on any superhero because he just knows how to. As I mentioned, for those that don't know, I am sick. And so if I suddenly go quiet, it's because I'm muting myself so y'all don't hear me coughing. Yeah. As soon as Civil War came out, I was over the MCU, hated the comics for Civil War, hated the film, and hated how they impact the rest of their respective medias. I see. So I liked a lot of the Marvel movies. In my opinion, I didn't like Endgame. I really didn't like Endgame. I loved Infinity War. Infinity War was my favorite Marvel movie to date because they just, in my opinion, as a movie and as just a Marvel, they did really well with it, in my opinion. A lot of the movies, that sucks because Doctor Strange is my favorite Marvel comic hero, and I didn't like the original Avengers film. Yeah, I don't know, the first one felt very meh to me. But yeah, and so basically, what was I gonna say? Yes, Infinity War was peak Marvel, yeah. Dude, oh my god. Yeah, the first Doctor Strange, I actually thought it was okay. Like, it was pretty good. And it made me excited. And then the second one. What the fuck happened with the second one? Like, my voice. I'm dying. I need another cough drop. I'll be right back. It's because I stepped away. Grabbed a cough drop. 40, by the way. Ads are going to start in about 30 seconds. And Zashi's voice is slowly fading and it hurts to hear. It's okay. It's okay. This is the storm before the rainbow. It's okay. Again? What do you mean again? So, I don't have normal cough drops. These are Manuka honey drops, and it's really good. It's very good for you. It's also got ginger in it, and it's really very amazing. So, it's all organic. Anyway, oh, an ad's gonna start. If you have turbo, then you're good. If you're a sub, you're also good. This is the way. It hurts. Shut up. Excuse you? Don't talk mean to me. I like it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I actually don't. That's like one thing. Like, you know, like there's some people who are like degradees who like, you know, condescending, demeaning talk. I don't know. I was never like, I don't understand it. I don't know why. So yeah. Look up those cough drops. The brand is called Weatherspoon. And Wetter with 2 D's, not Wetter, as in double T. Weatherspoon and Manuka honey drops. And mine, the one that I have, is with ginger, and it's very good for you. For those who like to protect their voices, whether you're a voice actor, singer, or whatever, you want to do what you can to take care of yourself. And so, people who are mean to be funny, I never get, especially if they're mean to strangers because you don't know the intent. People read sometimes. Weatherspoon is something else. Shut up. But yeah, no, Salsa, you might be in ads right now. I don't know if you can hear me. But I think there is a level of fun meanness, but you also have to see how some people react. Like, it's like kind of like a little teasy, a little playful, like bully banter, but you also have to see how someone plays. Like, that's the thing about, you know, and it's social situations, right? It's like when you interact with people, you have to read the room, and you got to know the person, in my opinion. I think so too. I think it's one of those things, like, for example, I think for the most part, like, if I'm not, like, so for example, I work at my old uni, right? Oh, you Pokemon is like we knew each other. If someone came over in front of my time, I would be upset. Ah, I see. Friend, you know, we're telling you it's fair game though. Yeah. So for example, there was one time, I wasn't close to this person, but so I work at my uni, right, as a stage manager or assistant director. So I work closely with the students, and I always felt like I didn't really know them very well, but working with them, I started to get a little comfortable with them, even if I'm not like super close to them. I think I would say, for example, oh god, so the perfect example is here. If you have people that are new to like the stream or whatever, right? You have new people to the stream, and they'll say something, and I'll be like, oh my god, like I'll tease them. I'll playful. But here's the thing: we also had to define what teasing versus playful bullying is. Like, I never say anything big or hurtful, it's like, and there's some people who will say like outright just straight up fucked up things, but that's where I'll tease into it, because like there are times where you got to see what the energy is like, and so and basically, yeah, I don't know, it's hard. And once again, you have to read the room, you just have to read the room, and you have to, because sometimes you might meet somebody and it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Tease into it, yeah. But yeah, I'm not allowed to be bullied by you on occasion. Just saying, that's hella funny. But the thing is, my bullying is done out of love, and it's not really bullying. Like, I don't think I ever really say hurtful things, but I'll poke fun at somebody for a fun little teasy thing. If I think that there's somebody who's gonna get it. If I think that there's somebody who is not gonna get it, then I read the room, and then that's what it means to be socially adept. To to be able to understand that, okay, maybe this person might not like that kind of joke, might not appreciate that kind of humor or whatever. Like if Tay called me stinky, I know he's joking. If some random called me stinky, I'd be sad. It is all about context for real. Interesting. I think interesting. You'd be sad? I think to me, if some stranger, like in that situation, if somebody like here called me stinky, and I was like, what are you talking about? Or like, it's like someone here called me stinky. I was like, it's banter and it's funny, and I know he's joking. If somebody else, a stranger called me stinky, I'd just be like, how do you know? How do you know, huh? How do you know I'm stinky? And I don't know, for me, like, I guess I just wouldn't take those kinds of comments personally. That's just me. So I don't know, but then like obviously like, oh, but something I guess that would take personally. You all know this. I'm very self-conscious about my voice. I am not stinky. I take 2 showers a day to stay warm because it's cold as fuck. But anyway, so basically, what was I gonna say? The green aura emanating from the screen tells me you are. I don't see any green. All I see is blue and white all over you. I was just kidding. But yeah, and so what was I gonna say? Up. So yeah, a random fella. Why painted someone blue? Cause dabba dee dabba die dabba dee da. White all over you. Oh my god, never mind. Can't see the forest, the trees type stuff. Oh my gosh. No, why was I? Huh? Never mind. Y'all don't get it. But yeah. So, I don't know. No, it's funny. But then, like, but the thing I was talking about, if somebody came in and said something about my voice and they don't know me, even though they're a stranger, I would feel self-conscious about it. Actually, to be honest, I'm always self-conscious about my voice. Even if somebody's joking, and it's somebody I do know, sometimes just hearing it kind of like feels like shit, even though they're joking. And it's like, but you brush it off and move on and be a tough cookie, So, this is the way. You get used to judgmental people when you're Asian. I get my feelings for her. I have to be sure the other person doesn't really get it. Right. Interesting. Heavily noted. No comment on voice unless you ask for something special. Here's the thing, though. This is me. Like, I don't care, really, because at the end of the day, and this is a mentality thing, and everybody's different, I know that I can't make the world change for me, so I just have to learn to deal with it, and I'm fortunate in a setting like this where I'm the streamer and everybody's hanging out and chat and stuff. I can direct the atmosphere and the vibe. And if somebody says anything really, and to me, I can take in a lot of shit. I can be patient and, but if anybody starts making a harmful environment for you guys, that's where that's where I put my foot down, because I'm like, no, I know that for me, I can handle it. But I know that it is my responsibility as a streamer to ensure that all of you are in a positive, like, safe space, So if somebody's being harmful or disruptive or annoying, it is my job, and therefore, by extension, the job of the mods, to help, maintain that atmosphere. And so, yeah. And we do what we can. We do what we can to make things as good as they can be. And yeah. But yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. I think though it's really interesting because, like I mentioned, growing up in an Asian household, you just kind of learn to tune out things. I mean, like, I had my own at a young age of like 8. I had my own mother tell me that my voice was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the people that you look up to, one of the people that, I remember I was singing something, 8 years old, mind you, and she's like, why are you singing like that? You don't sound good singing like that. And it was something, I don't remember what I was singing. I was singing some song. And I don't know, man. You just learn to, maybe for better or worse, you just learn to fucking put a wall around your brain and your heart. I don't know. And maybe that's not the way to be, because at that point I feel like it's trauma. Imagine having that bad of a taste. I don't know. And so I didn't actually sing for a really long time. I say really long time. I started singing again when I was 12 years old. And then I discovered that song. I think I told this story before. And then I discovered that song, Hands Down, by Dashboard Confessional. And that was the song that brought me back into singing. It's pretty cool. But that's why that song means a lot to me, even though it's like a, cheesy little fucking rock song, You also didn't know my voice none of you knew my voice when I was 8 years old, though. Just saying. Oh, man. Yeah, it hits worse from your peers / elders. I don't know the right word. But no, you're right. But I'm also very fortunate. I grew up with a mom who was so supportive of my army. Yeah, I love that. I grew up basically rebellious and working to prove people wrong. My family didn't want me to do music. They wanted me to do medical or something that was going to pay well. And I was just like, no. And then I was like, this is my life. I'm going to live it. And I become fulfilled by singing and performing for people. And then I actually wasn't even going to do college, but they were like, you need to do something, or else, like, they basically said, like, you need to do something with your life, otherwise we can't support you. And I was like, fair enough. So I decided to go to college, and I went to college for music. It was kind of like, you said do something with my life. Here you go. I went to college for music. They were not happy with that, but I technically did what they told me to do. So, yeah. It was really funny. Yeah, I was just going to go ahead and, not work, and I was just going to, like, do gigs on the side or whatnot. Or I was just going to work, not go to school, and just do gigs on the side and stuff. Yeah, they didn't like that. And then for a while, they kept saying, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with music? All this kind of stuff. And then, for those that don't know, I went to community college for a little while. And then I transferred to university. A very prestigious music university, okay? And I went, auditioned, and I got a full ride scholarship to this school. I shit you not, nobody in my family ever started talking about my music choice of career ever again. And it's annoying because there are even times where amongst my extended family, who also didn't believe in me, but they heard that I got into, like, this prestigious university, my grandparents and my mom and stuff, they'd be like, oh yeah, like, we're so proud of Zashi, he did music, he did this, he got into here with a full ride. And I'm just like, you don't get to brag about me. You didn't support me. What? Like, it's just so, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, my point being is that was the life that I had and I lived. I was constantly dealing with haters. And from the people that I considered the closest, that's why to me, like I always say it, like my friends, my closest friends are more family to me than my blood. That's super cool. Free school is awesome. Yeah, actually, because of the way things work with scholarships, they actually paid me. It wasn't just free. I got like $1,000 to $2,000 a semester, which was pretty fucking cool. I'm a badass. I just want to let everyone know. I'm a badass. So, just want to say, if you ever wonder why I sound so well, actually, I was already a good singer before going to school. Obviously, why I got in and then got a full ride, but school definitely helped hone me a lot more. But obviously, for me, it's the old gender dysphoria. With all my vocal training, I was constantly paranoid that I was too high. And how many folks told me I sounded annoying. Ugh, I hate that. It's just let's just say this Rita stopped singing mostly. That's sad because it's like, and like, I've had people. So something that I got a lot when I was younger was that people kind of bullied me. It's not really bullying, but they would just make fun of, and they would poke fun and make comments on the fact that my voice was so high. They were like, Zashi, why is your voice so high? Like I was like, oh, like I remember there was a joke that I was like singing higher than than a lot of the sopranos, or like in the high range of sopranos, like in high school. People used to call me Justin Bieber because when I was in high school, mind you, when they found Justin Bieber, he was like, what, 11, 12, 13? He was really young, and he had this really young kid voice. I sounded like that in high school. My voice over time has developed a lower resonance, and you all can hear that. But my voice sounded like that in high school. So I got teased a little bit, in high school, but once again, at the end of the day, you can't do anything about it. This is the voice I was born with. I have to just deal with it. That's the hand I was dealt, and you make do, and you have no choice but to accept it. And it was really funny. I think I've told this story before, but I remember I was in an after-school program, like an after-school ensemble, a small chamber high school ensemble, right? It's my senior year, and the guest conductor the person who was in charge of that after-school gig, I guess you can say, was somebody from the nearby, community college. And we went through, and we had lunch we had dinner after one of our performances, and he was asking me, he was like, Zashi, like, what do you plan on doing? And I was like, well, I wasn't really gonna go to college, but my family's kind of pressuring me to do something. But then I talked about how much I really, I didn't know if I wanted to pursue music because I was not confident in my voice. I didn't really like it. I thought it was whiny. I thought it was high. I thought it was annoying. And he said, why don't you come here? And if you come here, I will be your voice teacher, and I will teach you, and I will help you hone your voice even more because you already have a beautiful voice. And I was like, okay. And he said, but you have to promise me one thing. I was like, what's that? And he said, you have to love your voice. Otherwise, I will not teach you. And I just laughed, but in a way of almost fun disbelief. And I was like, okay, sir, I see you, And he's like, can you do that? And I said, I can try. And he's like, all right, well then, I'll see you when you finish, whatever. That's too close to home. Yeah. So, lo and behold, I went to that community college. It took a long time, and I would say that even now, I'm still not. I don't know if necessarily I love my voice, but I love what I can do with it. You know? I love, and this was actually something my friend told me. He said, musicians, we're like superheroes. And I was like, what? He was like, we're like superheroes. Because if you can perform really well, you can transport people into a different world for those few minutes that you're performing for them. And he said, if that's not a superpower, I don't know what is. And I was like, shit. And I was like, and it made me think about streaming and what I can do when you're all here hanging out with me, listening. It's really fascinating. Very cool. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Salsa. I think that my voice sounds like I'm drunk when I'm listening to my voice recording. Oh my gosh. Actually, I never really wanted to take singing lessons until I went to karaoke with one of my friends. She told me I could sing professionally, and it's stuck with me ever since. And I've been working on it. Fuck yeah, that's good. Also, you're Filipino, like me. I think it's like 70% chance that you're born Filipino and that you can sing. I'm just gonna put that out there. Even though I'm whitewashed, I think that's the one thing I inherited. But come to it, I will say one thing that I really appreciate about my voice, despite it being high or whatever, and seeming like, what is that called? What is the word I'm looking for? Whiny, annoying, whatever, all these things that I keep talking about for my voice and everything. For me, I appreciate the fact that my voice is unique. It will be harder because I don't feel like I have the voice that everybody's gonna want to swoon over. At least in this day and age, you like people with these husky, raspy voices, or maybe lower daddy voices, or even then in the realm of like femboys. I'm not a femboy, but they like femboys or guys that have these higher voices. That's very, you know what I'm saying? And for me, my voice feels so in the middle of so many different categories that it feels out of place. I don't fit anywhere. In that same vein though, the fact that I don't fit anywhere and don't sound like anybody else immediately makes me recognizable. I think if you were to pull out, I don't do that. I stay in. I mean, sorry, what? Anyway, sorry. If you were to, take a bunch of different people's like voices, I think my voice would probably be the one that would be most recognizable in a crowd of people, because like even then, like when it comes to like, I think about Asians, when you have Asian people versus different ethnicities and stuff like that, you can, for the most part, kind of tell, not their ethnicity, but everybody has an archetype, a type of voice that they have, And so, for example, it's like, you listen to somebody and it's like, oh, no offense, like I've heard a million people who sound like you. Which is why, to me, whenever I do come across somebody with a voice that is extremely unique, I enjoy it, because I'm like, ooh, I can pick your voice out of 100 voices, and it's just, where am I at? Okay, let me read this since Donnie, you're leaving. I hate to say it, but I must go, but know this, your voice is thanks, what the fuck? Thank you. Take care, Donnie, with whatever it is you got going. Take care, and I appreciate you. I'm back up real quick. I'm a little bit like category, however, my voice is quite monotone for most of the time. Yeah, that's another thing too, is when I was younger, I started watching anime when I was 11, And in school, I was always the eccentric type. I was always loud. I was always hyper. I was very energetic. And people thought I was annoying because of that. Because I was the person who was bouncing off the walls, that I would speak very loudly, animatedly, whatever. And it was just one of those things that for me, it was just kind of like people found annoying. I could get it because like when everybody else is chill and you're the one person who's fucking high off life, that's annoying. I get it. When I finally learned to chill, those people kind of annoyed me a little bit too. But I didn't do anything or say anything about it, and I just like I understood it because I was like, no, I used to be like that. So, but yeah, and so I was made fun of a little bit for that. But then my voice. So what was I saying though? But yeah, voices like Coldplay is just fucking works when I try everything it tries. That's hella funny. Oh, but yeah, so monotone. I was never monotone. I couldn't be monotone like ever. I was always animated. You're like tenor/alto. It feels, which is also me, although I'm more alto. But anyway, it's actually not to sound weird. I listen to you talking for hours. Voice is very nice and fit. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what's funny? I actually, when I started talking, don't judge me. When I started talking to people online at a young age in just random chat rooms through voice, I was always complimented on my voice. Weirdly enough, because in person people were like, why are you like this? Why are you like that? Your voice is high. Da, 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 da. But online, I got a lot of compliments saying like, no, you have a really soothing voice and it's very pleasant to listen to and it's got a nice tone to it. And, you know, it's just really interesting. It's just interesting. Unique voices. Yeah. So it's cool. That's not to say non-unique voices aren't cool too. I'm just saying like that's like it's fun when you can hear someone and like immediately like, you know, pull like pick them out of like an audience. That's what I'm trying to say. Pick them out of like a large crowd or something. I almost thought it was when I first listened to them. I have no idea who. Oh, I know who Sabrina Carpenter is. I have no idea who the other one is. Tate McRae. I don't know who that is. Now I'm kind of curious how you describe voice. As last time when someone described my voice was from a friend who was a voice therapist. So that's because people saw how hot you were. Oh my gosh, I'm just some Asian dude. Some Asian dude who looks young as fuck. But yeah, I'm not a voice therapist, but I'm still a singer, and I still had I took a whole vocal pedagogy class, and I had to learn how to diagnose voices and stuff. And because of, you know, singing and stuff like that, there are ways. That's why I like the words that I think about. My voice is very pingy, kind of whiny, a little on the higher side, but a tiny bit of low resonance to it, you know. And then also add to that the way that I pronounce things. I think I've gotten a lot better at it, but I remember I used to enunciate everything. And then in high school, I discovered slang. And I started using less perfectly grammatically correct pronunciations and things like that. And like I was the person, I never used to say ain't. Like I ain't got a problem with that. Like, you know, like I kind of slur it all together a little bit, you know. But like I used to be that person. Like, God, could I even do it? You know what I mean? When you just talk too properly. I spoke too properly. And then in high school, I just learned to kind of just, I think it's a little bit of that code switching where you kind of hang out with different people. In high school, a lot of people I hung out with were the musicians, which luckily in my school, the musicians there were very, very diverse. We had a lot of athletes, jocks in there. We had nerdy kids too. We also had some of the ghetto kids in there too. So I know you're a singer, but I am just curious what you think about my voice, or in general, what people think about my voice. Temez, hello. Welcome in. Happy Monday and happy December. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been, yeah, for sure. I give different energy depending on which group. Yeah, code switching and all that kind of, you just adjust to shit. But yeah. Point being, though, is it's funny with my voice. It was like a half and half. Either a lot of people made fun of it. It was like, why is your voice so high? You're a guy, right? And then there's like other people who's like, okay, honestly, mostly it was girls who were just like, no, Zashi, I think you have a really cute voice. It's very soothing and it's cute and da da da. And then guys would be the ones who would be like, why is your voice so high? I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of how it was. Now that I'm really thinking about it, girls love my voice, guys hated it. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, my voice is a little in between a lot of different categories because I'm sick right now, as you can see, and as you can hear. My voice is failing me. But on a regular basis, my voice is so... Yeah, anyway. I don't know how we got onto this topic. My sister just came downstairs for a drink that made me care. That's so adorable! I don't know what you're saying, Timez. So I'm not gonna read that. Oof, the topic. The topic train goes where it wants. That's it. Yeah, and then organic conversation. It just goes, and you just do. So I love it, and it's funny because I think I talked. God, my voice. I think I talked about this before, which is funny because I remember when I first started streaming, which, oh my God, it's been dude, come January, one more month, I'll have been streaming for 5 years. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? That's wild. But yeah, and so basically, it's really funny because I was always nervous about, what is the word I'm looking for? I was always nervous about, what is the word I'm looking for? Brain's not working. Just chatting streams. That's what it's called. I was trying to find the name for it because I was always like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to just chat for that long. And then also it's like, too, it's like when it's kind of like a hit or miss. It's like if you have people that are going to be chatting. And so, and then it's just like, oh, well, what if nobody chats and you want to do a just chatting stream? Then you have to just chat by yourself. OMG, 5 years. Yeah. 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 So, anyway. But yeah. This cough drop is helping though. My throat is helping. What even is time? What is time? Time doesn't exist. You've had a long journey, but that doesn't mean it has to end. I'm nowhere near ending. I'm nowhere near done. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. Listen, it's okay. I'm also part of the raspy voice gang. I've been practicing all day. Yeah, I'm just sick, and I've been coughing. I've just been coughing a lot. The sun doesn't explode for like another 10 billion years, right? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So really, if you consider the lifespan 4.69 billion years old, I'm nowhere near. Remember this year, I turned 4.69. Last year, I was 4.68. Next year, I'll be 4.691. Oh my God, I just coughed like so much, dude. Oh my God, it's bad. Ugh. Why this sick laugh kind of cut though? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh God. But yeah. You're back. Ads are over. This is the way. This is the way. Yep. Yeah, wait, math ain't mathing? What are you talking about? Rolls, eyes, stars, and their long lifespans. Wait, hold on. What are we mathing? You said... Oh, did I say 4.6? 4.69, and the next year will be 4.691. Math never maths. What? What are we talking about? Math is math? What? What dost thou mean? I know not. I have no clue what category my voice is in. You know, what if I... What if I made a channel in my Discord that was just voice recordings, and people could like submit their voice recordings and just like showcase, you know, just kind of be like, oh, like give a little introduction and be like, oh, this is my voice. Da, 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 da. It'd be so funny. 4.69, 4.691, so in 2 years it'd be 4.692. This is the way. Honestly, it's a been one. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of funny. Just gonna like, you know, if people want to be like, if you know, this is what my voice sounds like. I remember there was one much more drunk. Oh God, Blueberry. BB Chaos. Come on, BBC. Oh my God, your initials are BBC. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. How drunk are you? Yes, amazing. I think it's shot o'clock. Go do another one. Do another one right now for me. For me. Let's go. That was that was me. I'm the okay. Listen, I was a party animal. Okay, I'm the person who would egg people on. I'm the person who wouldn't stop. Hey, listen, this is why people love me. BBC, like that news channel. Yep, exactly like that news channel. That's exactly what we're talking about. 100%. Very drunk, okay? How many drinks you in? And what you been drinking? Shot o'clock. Let's go. Shot. Sorry. I'll have you know, if you're at a party with me, I'm fun as fuck. Also, just want to say, if you're drinking with me and you're at my party, I'm also a good host. I always make sure that if people say, I can't drink anymore, I'm about to throw up, then I will help them. I will stop them. I will tell them to eat bread. I'll have them drink a little bit of water. If that feels too much on their stomach, I'll tell them to just sit and relax. I'll tell them not to close their eyes because that makes you more dizzy. And my biggest rule about any time I ever threw parties, by the way, I'll tell this story too. Biggest thing about whenever I threw parties, I never let anybody leave if I knew they were drinking. So instead of a shot, I took a mouthful. What are you drink? Oh, you're just drinking Malibu? Why are you just drinking Malibu? Dude, oh my God. There was one time. This was in early college. My uncle was going through a breakup. And he was drinking. This was back when my uncle lived with me and my grandparents. And he was drinking. And he was going through a breakup and it was bad. And I went and sat with him. We had the tall, skinny bottle. We had a tall, skinny bottle of Captain Morgan, which, by the way, is really funny. One time I was so drunk and they were passing around the Captain Morgan, and I was so drunk. I remember this because my friends told me about it. They were passing around the Captain Morgan, and I went around. I was walking, like, guys, I'm so drunk. I need more alcohol. Where's Captain America? People were dying. I kept calling Captain Morgan Captain America the whole night. Shit was so funny. That shit's fucking funny. Dude, I was hardcore back then, man. Fucking straight no chasers. Any alcohol I would drink. Hey, Zashi and Jad, hope everyone's behaving. Everyone's Captain, I can't save you, OG. No, he can. He's a super serum. He's immune to alcohol, remember? Give me some of his DNA. I mean, what? That's crazy. No, so basically, what was I saying? I was talking about alcohol. And my uncle was drinking, and we had a tall, skinny bottle of Captain Morgan. Give me a bottle of Captain America, please. I know, right? Basically, I can handle. I'm the kind of person who I will get drunk really easily, but it will take a lot for me to black out. So, I ended up drinking 3/4 of this bottle, and my uncle only drank a quarter. That was the time that I got alcohol poisoning, because the next day, I had to leave my 8 o'clock in the morning class in the middle of class. It was like 8:30, and I had to leave because I was so dizzy and I felt like I was gonna throw up. It was the first and only time in my entire life that I ever saw doubles. I remember I left that classroom and I went to a nearby bench, and behind the bench was a tall tree, like a large tree. So I was leaning backwards and I was looking up at the tree, and I was looking at the tree and I was like, oh my God, the tree looks so blurry. Like, what the fuck? And so I sat up and I started looking around, and everything was doubled. My vision was blurred and everything was doubled. And I was like, holy shit. Oh my God. BBC, come on, chill. Okay, see, now you should drink some water. Take a shot of water from me, please. I think one of the first times we met was during Trips BH. I am a love drunk, if you don't know this. I'm okay, so if you know me, if you ever have the pleasure of knowing me in person, I'm not a touchy person. I don't like physical contact very much. But when I drink, I get very huggy and I get very lovey. And I remember it was the time that I started, like, so this is another thing too. I started, like, that was when I started telling people, like, oh my God, like, I'd be like drunk. I'd be like, hey, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. You're an amazing friend. I'm really glad I met you. And so I was that kind of person, and I would give them hugs and I would be touchy, and it was like nice. And they love drunk Zashi. And so I remember it reached a point that was back then when I was very like, I had little confidence. And so for the way that I was, I didn't really, I didn't have a lot of confidence. And so I acted a certain way. I always put up a front, a little bit of a mask, whatever, just to kind of like not be, but whenever I drank, I was like, I released all of those filters for myself. And once I realized, like, I like getting drunk and hosting parties because people said that I threw the best parties. Mind you, I was a 17-year-old in college throwing parties, and they said my parties were some of the best, if not the best, college parties people had ever gone to. I'm a badass host. I'm amazing. I take care of everybody, and I also still have fun. You'd see me drunk at like 4 a.m. when everybody who's left has left, and everybody who's staying is already like laying down, and I'll be cleaning up shit. I'll have a large trash bag and I'll be grabbing all the trash. I'll be wiping down the tables. I'll be using the fucking Swiffer mop to go and clean all the floors, because the number one agreement that my mom had at the time was, it was just me and my mom living there. She was like, I don't care who you bring over. I don't care what you do, just as long as when it's over, it looks like nobody was here. And I was like, I got you. So I would always clean up after everything, and even being drunk and everything. I take care of myself and the guests. That's why I'm a badass, because I can still have fun. I'm not sacrificing my own fun for the sake of everyone else's fun. We all have fun together. Which is why sometimes I front load the drunk. But so I'm usually one of the first people to get drunk, and then everyone telling me like, calm down. I was like, you need to slow down. I was like, no, I got it. I'll be fine. Trust me. I know my limits. Another thing too, I hate throwing up. So I will always do what is best for me to ensure that I do not throw up. I'm also fairly good at not taking in, what is the word I'm looking for? Peer pressure. I don't drink just because someone says drink. At least back then. Now I'm a little more like, fuck it, life's short. Let's have fun. That's a little bit more my mentality now. But anyway, point being is, I'm a badass. I'm a good ass host. It's fun. So, hell yeah. But yeah. What else was I gonna say? I feel like there was something else I was gonna talk about on this topic. But yeah. Drink water, BBC. And if it doesn't hurt your stomach, maybe like look for a slice of bread or something. I've only ever thrown up like once. I'm usually pretty careful when I do drink, which is often. I see. Yeah. I have an exam at 10 a.m. What time is it for you? I have no idea what time it is for you, so good luck to you. Yeah, water. Water's good. Water is good. Water is amazing. If you need a little protein, I got something else that you can drink too. I mean, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. Who said that? I'm a sleepy drunk. I get too tired before I even feel like, nah. You're that person. I know exactly who you are. You're the person who in the like 11 o'clock, you're like, it's like 11 o'clock, right? And everyone else is partying and you're knocked out on the couch. I know you. There's always at least one of you. Maybe sometimes two of you, depending on how big the party is. Really funny. Oh my gosh. So, for me, if I drink a little bit, I get sleepy. Which is why you need to drink more. Because the more you drink, you break past that sleepy stage. And then it's all fun and games, baby. So, yeah. Two a.m. for you? So, yeah, if you slept now, you'd still get a good amount of sleep and then maybe not be hungover. Have you been drinking water regularly throughout this? If not, you're kind of fucked. I'm sorry. The gremlin Zashimoto waits on the other side of the bottle. It's very true. Oh, but yeah, I think I mentioned that too. So I don't know if I got to say it, but there was a part of me that was like, I liked the way that I was when I was drunk, and people had a lot more fun with me when I was drunk. That's why I liked being drunk. And then there was a part of me that kind of reached a point where I thought to myself, drunk just releases the inhibitions and the filters. But that version of me, which I like, which is social, which is very outspoken, all this kind of stuff, the person who's not afraid, from his traumas, there is that part of me that can be open and that people like and is fun. And I said, that person exists. Alcohol just brings it out. So what if I can access that person without the alcohol? And there was actually a moment, it was fun. Okay, don't blame me. I drank so much. I drank so fucking much. But I partied a lot from the age of 17 to 20, through 20. By the time I was 21, I was partied out. That's the irony of it. I stopped drinking for a long while at 21. It was really funny. I don't think I drank and partied heavily for like maybe 3 years, which was really funny. Yeah, I'm giving a little context to my age. It was really fun. Think visiting over my day job feels so soulless. Haha, that's funny. I get it. I wish I could work from home and make things for others more. I fucking feel that. I feel that. Yeah. Excuse me. Salsa, if you don't mind me asking, what's your day job? What's the day job? Oh gosh. Oh my god, I need a haircut. My hair's getting a little long, but I might wait a little bit so that it's a little bit better for Christmas. I do feel like I might be winding down a bit here, so I don't know if I'm gonna end at the half-hour mark or if I'm gonna end at 7, which is in about 40 minutes. So, but we'll just see what happens. We'll see how the conversation kind of naturally goes, and we'll just chill out. Interesting. Well, I hope you get to work on some fun art or animation soon. Always dream Friday. Yeah, this is the way. Following dreams. Autistic brain on too much, not sleep, thinking of dyeing hair purple. Ooh, nice. As long as I'm putting it's retail summertime. I get to work outside with plants, which can be fine, but we're in Christmas era, which has been since September, but management is so stinky. I got you. Yeah. It is the best color after all. Ooh. Favorite color is purple? Why the hell is your username not purple, huh? You fraud? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. Can I? Let me see. Hold on. What happens here? I'm gonna steal a little bit of Shudo really quick. If I steal a little bit of Shudo, get a little bit of red here. A little bit of darkness. Oh, it's so dark. Get a little more darkness. Get a little bit of that. Get a little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little more red. It's like a little dark lavender. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh shit. Are you sick of the Christmas music yet? I haven't heard any Christmas music yet. Music. I haven't heard any Christmas music yet. I am. That's all the funny. Wait, hold up. Christmas music's been playing since September? Why? Listen, it was an accident. I didn't mean to pull that up. Minigasm? Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Some businesses in, because my area is weird. That's crazy. Christmas should not be starting. Oh, here. What if I hit you with this one? Edasama's amazing. I fucking love this art piece. This one's cute. But then obviously you can't go wrong with this one. You're so cute. I am so cute. I love that you said you're so cute right when I brought this boy up. It burns. Stars, please. Just open the floodgates. For those who know the Midnight Cat, my nemesis, Slightly Midnight, the Titan all started with this boy. Slightly drew this in a game called Rust. You might not know that she figured out a way to paint in Rust. And she would do streams where she would literally I don't know. I have literally no idea. But my nemesis figured out how to do it. And it is insane because she's amazing. And she figured out how to do it. And so, I don't know. Hold on. Something's wrong. Hold on. I'm not getting the correct one. Here we go. I'm trying to get it properly sized. Oh, shit. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so point being is, yeah. Spank yourself. What the fuck? So, yeah. She did this in Rust. And this She was trying to draw something to humiliate me, and instead she created my identity. This was the moment I became the Sun Titan. So basically, she wanted to do something that would humiliate me and tease me, and she was like, I'm gonna draw him. Oh, she was gonna prank me. That's what it was. She was gonna prank me in Rust by leaving a bunch of poop in my character while my character was sleeping. And then someone was like, oh, Zashi's sick and he's been having a bad day. Maybe like don't prank him. Maybe do something nice for him. And she's like, oh, he's been sick. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do that. And so then, then she was like, I'm gonna draw a picture of him, a painting. And somebody said, do like that painting from the Titanic. Draw like one of your French girls, you know? Exactly. One of French stars. And so she did. And that whole idea was supposed to be like nothing, you know? It was supposed to be a joke. And I said, what was the inspiration of this? She's like, oh, it's like that picture from the Titanic. And I said, oh my God, you know what the name of this piece is, right? And she's like, what? I was like, it's the Titan. And she was like, oh no. And I said, you just created me as a god. That was the moment she regretted it. And from that moment on, yeah. So really quick. So it's really funny, and I want to point this out. I think it's really fucking funny. Yeah, that gave birth to the Sun Titan. So that the reason why I'm the Sun Titan is because of my nemesis, Slightly Midnight. So really quick, I think it's really funny. A lot of people say that it looks like, you know, that Titanic reference of like, oh, pay me like one of your French girls. Now here's the thing. You see this, right? And all I see is this. Oh God, this movie was so funny. And tell me right now that don't look like, come on, that's the same energy. That's the same fucking energy, bro. Come on. I'm gonna just undo. There we go. Get rid of that. That shit was so funny. No, you cooked. No, it was great. It was great. So, Slightly hoped to bring me down, and all she did was empower me. And now I'm here. I'm here in all my glory. Yeah. But yeah. Why are you scared, stars? Be not afraid of me. I'm amazing. What in tarnation just happened? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Damn it, where's? Never scared as a mage. What is the thing that Yoda says? Like, fear is the path to the dark side. Something leads to this, something leads to that, and something leads to suffering. Something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't really remember. But yeah. Alcohol sucks. Oh, a bit of Shudo went out. Yeah, a little bit of Shudo came out there. Just a little bit. Just a tad little bit. Oh my God, dude. Fear is the mind killer. Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh. I'm aware it's a Dune reference and not Star Wars. I didn't even know that. I'm not really familiar with Dune. I think I watched the first movie, but I don't really remember it. No. I'm waiting until I'm 21. For what? What are we talking about? Speaking of Dune, funny story. Tell me about it. Aurora, I'm not sure what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Are you talking about alcohol? Ah. Yeah. Maybe I'm bad, maybe I'm not. But yeah, I was, I started drinking at 17. It's okay. Don't judge me. But, oh my gosh. Y'all, my voice is dying. I don't know. Don't drink, kids. Yeah, don't drink. Don't drink until you're able. And if you do, I'm just going to put this out there. If you do start drinking early, make sure you're home. Make sure you're safe. And you're around somebody that you know for a fact is going to keep you responsible. And by no means ever, ever, ever drive drunk. Just be safe, you know? Like, you can't stop everybody. You can't stop everything. But, like, you know, everything that can happen, especially in the moment, or if you're bad at, you know, resisting peer pressure, all this kind of stuff. If you drink, first and foremost, just be safe. And keep yourself in good company. That's not a drunk rule. That's just a good rule to live by. You know, if you have people that are toxic and bring out the worst in you or irresponsible stuff, like, it's not worth it. Don't keep those kind of people around, you know? But I have a sandworm dune post in my room. My dad walks by and sees it. Stops dead in his tracks. Why do you have an asshole in your wall? That's so funny. Still here, it starts at 21. Here it's like 16, 18. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I couldn't tell you, said. I really have no idea. Typing bad equals alcohol. That's not true at all. You can still type bad without alcohol. Noted. No judge. Would have wine when I was a teen, but only on holidays. Yeah. You know what's funny is because my mom's side of the family is more prone to like drinking and stuff. It was a really cool thing. My dad was like, "Oh, I think you're gonna like. I think because of your mom's side of the family, I think you're prone to drinking early." And he said, I was 13, and he was like, "I think if you do end up starting, you might start drinking at an early age," he said, "just because of the influences around you." And I was like, "I don't think so. Like, I'm not really interested in that." And like I told you, I was really good about never really, you know, succumbing to peer pressure and all that. And so basically, but he was like, I was 13. He was like, "You're probably going to start drinking soon," which I did 4 years later. But he said, "At the very least, I'd like to make sure that your first drink is with me." And so we both, we both shared. He poured a half a glass of wine for me, and I shared my first alcoholic beverage with my father. So, let me see. I'm drunk. I had for 3 days something. What? I'm a great example of type bad without alcohol. That's so funny, bro. I type bad and I'm not drunk. That's how funny. I love that. Oh my god. I put poster in Discord. I don't do that. I don't know Discord. But yeah. My sis gave me, oh my god. No, you're gonna be crossed? Bruh. Nah. You're gonna feel so sick. You have an exam at 10 a.m. A little bit of that, but also a bit I need to reach drawing tablet. Oh yeah, reach over drawing tablet. Oh yeah, sure. I don't know what we're talking about. Go home and lie down. I think BBC's ads. Please leave me alone. I'm sorry. You can be a sub. Just sub. Just do it. Just do it. You might be cooked. Passing out again. See you all in 15 seconds. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna be ending pretty soon here. Oh gosh. Actually, it's that time of day. I want to shower. I feel... Weirdly enough. Oh. Salsa. Thank you for the gift. Aurora. Refresh your page and please thank Salsa. Please be submissive. Huh? Salsa, I appreciate you. Aurora. refresh. I don't know if the refresh page needs to happen because the ads might be on there. Aurora, come back and fucking think salsa. Brainwash the masses. Hey, listen. It's not brainwash. It's just, it's just you do what you got to do. I've been toying with it. I mentioned this before, but I've been toying with the idea of figuring out like exactly what I wanted to do about ads. So I think I've reached a point now where I feel like I'm lucky, and I feel like people have started finding me on their recommendeds and their pages and stuff like that. And so I started like kind of figuring out like, okay, how do I want to do ads and stuff? Because there are some people who've expressed that they really hate pre-roll ads. And I was like, damn. Like, and I was always in the mentality of like, at this point, it's kind of like whether it's the difference between like, it was always the philosophy, right? Between, do I want to make people deal with pre-roll ads, or do I and focus on the people who normally come here to watch, or do I want to focus on put a little bit of more emphasis on people who would potentially find me? You may make a suggestion. I may or may not take it depending on what it is, but you can always make a suggestion. Blueberry, calm down. Only you don't you life. Salsa, you are a fire demon. Isn't that like a thing that you do? Don't you like take souls and shit, or are you like separating demon versus devils? Heh. Are you like the D&D separates devils and demons? My D&D's over. I'm back. I'm kind of nearly 2 hours late. No, you're good. You say that, Leonidas, I hate to break it to you. I'm actually going to be ending soon. So I'm probably going to be finishing up in the hour. Just because if you can hear, my voice is ass. It's just so bad. But this is the way. This is what happens. So, we're chilling. We're chatting. And it's great. It's great. You know what I'm saying? But what have we been over? I assume, Salsa, you're probably going to tell me. Oh, so as long as you run 3 minutes, remove pre-rolls, especially given that you run 3 minutes once per hour and your voice will break. And so do it like once an hour instead of regular periods, you mean? Because I do have 3 minutes, but I think it is kind of like just regular. But do I really want to have people for 3 minutes? I feel like if I was hit with like 90-second ads, like I would sit through it. But if I was ever hit with a 3-minute ad, I'm not gonna lie, I think I would leave. But then also that's just me, because like my attention span is ass. And then if I see anything over 2 minutes, I'm just like, ugh. Honestly, I'm like, I would love to just do 1 minute, but I have seen what? But at the end of the day, do 1 minute every hour. It's the minimum, no pre-roll. It's 1 minute. Interesting. I'll look into that. Interesting. No, that's good. These are good suggestions. I'll look into it. I don't really know much about ads, and I haven't really messed around with it, so I'll look into it. And I'll check it out. I'll do whatever I can to minimize the break. And worst case scenario, if it comes down, like that's one of the biggest things actually. So funnily enough, one of the biggest reasons that I what is the word I'm looking for? One of the biggest reasons that I stopped doing regular ads and then just stuck to pre-roll is because when I sing a lot, honestly, it's going to depend on your stream style and flow. For some streamers, that big break once an hour works. For those that doesn't, that's okay. Right. No, for sure. And I guess that's the point where it's like I haven't really experimented with it, and I kind of have to try and see what works. I think at the end of the day, if you're a sub, you can just get over all of that. it's like a little bit of incentive. It's a little bit of incentive, which is like gonna be very evil of me when it comes down to the when it comes down to my singing streams, right? Oh my god. I don't think I would, but if I do, that's perfectly fine. If I'm blocked, that's the consequences of my n. Huh? What, Blueberry? What are we talking about? Hold on. What are we reacting to? What's Decim saying? Did Decim say something? Just don't have anything wild. Oh, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Blueberry, I feel like you're just here for a good time. Don't say anything offensive. Don't say anything harmful, and we're good. I understand. You're drunk, and you've been really respectful, despite how drunk you are. So I appreciate you. So, yeah. Have fun. We're all just chilling here. All the ads that I've gotten were a minute and a half, but it's always in the middle of Zashi talking about something that I'm actually listening to. Well, it's okay, because the amazing Spicy Salsa has given you a very wonderful sub. So, just be very thankful. Was I respectful while drunk? I don't remember. Probably. Obviously, while you're still here and you didn't get banned or time. Oh god. Zashi, you get a pat. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you have water. I do. I'm disrespectful while I'm fully sober. Oh god. Hydrate? I just did, but I'll hydrate again. Stretch. Thank you. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Because, you know, I talked about sometimes when you're just so badass. And, you know, sometimes it's just hard to do things, you know? My days are so busy this... Hold up, start right back. My days are so busy, it's making me dizzy. There's so much I gotta do. There's lunches and meetings and poetry readings and endless interviews. Gotta pose for a portrait and how I deplore sitting there for eternity. Then it's off to the inn where my innkeeper friend wants to name a drink after me. Then it's back to my room where I resume my attempt to write a hit. Just me and my beer and the terrible fear that I might be losing it. And it's hard, it's really, really hard. So very, very hard. I make it look easy, but honey, believe me, it's hard. It's so incredibly hard. So inconceivably, unbelievably hard. It's hard to be the bard. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. There's only so much of me to go around. I've got so many fans with so many demands, I can hardly go take a piss. Be a theater freak or the autograph seeker, they all want a piece of this. It's a cross that I bear, I'm like Jesus, I swear it's a burden, but I suffer through it. It's all part of the game, the trappings of fame, but somebody's gotta do it. And I know, I gotta go and get back to my pen and ink. Oh, don't make me do it, don't make me go through it, can somebody get me a drink? Cause it's hard, it's really, really hard. It's sexy, but it's hard. This bar that I'm raising to be this amazing is hard. It's so annoyingly hard. So unavoidably, unenjoyably hard. It's hard to be the bard, baby. I know writing made me famous, but being famous is just so much more fun. You see, what people just don't understand is that writing's demanding, it's mentally challenging, and it's a bore. It's such a chore to sit in a room by yourself. Oh my god, I just hate it. And you're trying to find an opening line or a brilliant idea, and you're pacing the floor and hoping for just a bit of divine intervention, that one little nugget, that one little spark, then eureka, you find it, you're ready to start. So now you can write. Right? Wrong! You're not even close. You remember that, damn it, your play's gonna be an iambic pentameter. So you write down a word, but it's not the right word. So you try a new word, but you hate the new word. And you need a good word, but you can't find the word. Oh, where is it? What is it? What is it? Where is it? Blah, 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 blah.
Sir?
Hello.
You asked for information on what Nicholas Bottom is writing? Our spy is here with the news.
Did he see me losing it?
He's half blind, sir.
Oh, good. Then he only saw half of it. You see what I did there, yes?
Yes, wonderful.
Well, speak, man. What news?
I saw Nick Bottom, I did. He paid a soothsayer to foresee what Shakespeare's greatest play would be.
That sneaky little thief. Why doesn't he come up with his own ideas?
It's hard.
No, it is, isn't it? It's really the worst. Makes me wonder why I didn't think of that first. Hard to alleviate the pressure to create. Hard to do something as good as the last thing I did that was already great. It's hard. Well, I'll hoist him by his petard. All that I need is a clever disguise. I'll make him pay for those devious lies. Let him do all the tedious stuff, the work that's terribly and unbearably hard. All right, Nick Bottom, I think Shakespeare needs to find out what Shakespeare's next big hit will be. 'Cause it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I've got fortune and fame. Everyone knows my name. I can't help it. It's still freaking hard. Okay, what's the song name? Hard to be Hard to be the Bard from Something Rotten, the musical. That's my Mr. Sun. Let's go. Yeah, so my voice is so hoarse and blah. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Yeah. But 'tis a good time. 'Tis a good time. Honestly? Okay, what's the song name? Did you not hear me? Did you get it? Even when sick, you sound great. Thank yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, I remember when I got into uni, it was really funny because my very first when I got into uni, my very first semester, I got really sick for my first jury. If you don't know, a jury is basically a music major's final where you perform songs for the music faculty, for the voice faculty. And it was really funny because that was like, they heard me in my audition and like my voice teacher had heard me all semester, but it was the comment that somebody had made in that panel because I told them I was sick and I was having a really rough time. And they said, if this is what you sound like sick, I can't wait to hear you when you're at your best. And I said, thank you. I was like, I just, and I basically said in the thing, I was just like, live performances, anything can happen in live performance and you just got to keep going. They really appreciated they just appreciated my professionalism and my musicality and all that. And so it was great. It was cool. So I don't think I've heard you as fully healthy singing ever. Well, when I come back from this, I'll be better. I will be, oh my God, it will feel so easy to sing when I'm done from this sickness because I've been struggling so much. Can you stop being sick, please? I need you to sing more for me, pretty please. Yeah. I think that's the most that I can do though, because like that's just my voice is just so bleh. But that was a good one. That's a good, like, as a finale kind of song is a good one. I actually did better than Gravity. I think my voice, it's kind of coming and going, Nice form of bleh. Oh. I would beg for a single voice like that. I'm gonna stop singing. Funnily enough, what is the word I'm looking for? I have not been singing. Like, the last time I sang was on stream with you all. I haven't done any singing outside. I've just been resting. What I've been doing, a lot of what I've been doing over my sickness break has been working on the world that I was telling you about. I'm like world building right now, which is super fun. My first attempt ever at world building. For those tuning in from earlier, or for that were not tuned in earlier, I was talking about writing and how I got into writing and everything, and how I've always been good at creating. I was always good at creating characters and writing stories for those characters, but when it came to world building, like a brand spanking new world. So one of the things that I thought about, and I mentioned this last time, but there's more people here to talk about it with now. So basically, the idea is that, you have me. I'm here. I'm Zashido, and basically the idea is that you see me, and I have a lore. I am Zashido. I am the Sun Titan. I am I'm the sun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, FEMA, please invite me. Holy shit. I've been itching to play D&D for so long. Also, I DM all the time. That's crazy. Oh my god. That's wild. Oh my god, please do. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yes, please. Oh, fellow DM? Yeah, so I have DM'd, but I was never the forever DM. I DM once in a while, but like, yeah. Can you invite me to a D&D game? Yeah, I don't see why not. Obviously, it'll come down to scheduling, and to see, like, I was actually invited to one other group of people. Unfortunately, I forgot exactly what happened, but I was invited to that group to play D&D with them, and something happened. Some last minute conflict with something I had to do IRL, and I was really sad because I really wanted to join, and yeah, it seemed like so much fun. But yeah. Anyway, I've been world building. Zashi, I am here. I talked about it last week when I was streaming. I said that Zashi, me, I am the spirit of the sun come manifested in human form here. However, I also said that's kind of a bit of a lie. There's a reason why my form has changed from 4.0, 3.0, 2.0, and in the original model, I guess you want to say. And basically, the idea is that Zashi's form is made tangible, not physical, made tangible through gravity. So if you imagine, like, in a black hole, there's an event horizon, and there's technically a point where you can, it's like there's like a repelling thing. It's like there's a point at which you can no longer. It's like it creates the illusion of a physical barrier because of the gravity is so strong, And if you consider the sun being really hot, that's why my form, I can make you feel that there's a thing, but it's like, yeah. So it's a whole complicated. I like adding a lot of, for lack of a better term, adding a lot of logical texture to my fantasy things because it adds a little more believability to whatever. And so, like, there are things about me that you guys don't know because you can never really tell. Like, for example, you all don't know this, I can fly. Yeah, I also have powers of light and gravity, because that's what a star can do, and so little things like that, it's really cool. So I was like, I decided, for the sake of me and like this envisioned person of Zashi, I was like, I need to expand into an alternate universe. So I started expanding. Basically the original world that I'm creating. The original world that I'm creating is a vessel for Zashi, and it's a lot of fun. I've only been working on it for a week, but there was so much. Oh my god, it was so funny. I was telling my brothers about it too. So basically, I got onto my dining table. I had 5 pieces of paper, and I just started. Each one I named something. So I was like, okay, world, magic and tech. What is that called? I wrote down, other subcategories, and I started with 5 pages. I think I'm at 18 pages now of just brainstorming notes, and literally, I feel like a madman because I'm at my dining table like 3 a.m. My paper's all spread out, so that I can just kind of look at everything, and all of my brainstorming notes. It's little things like, does it have, technology? Is it advanced or primitive? And I'll have question marks next to that. And there will be things that I've crossed out because I'm like, I don't like this idea anymore. I crossed it out. But I get to see like this living document of my shit coming together and just like forming, it's so good. 18. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And so even though I've been sick, I've been just chilling. So whether it's studying Japanese, you are my kind of world builder. But here's the thing. I've never built a world before. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Can I do this? I don't know if I can or not. Let me see. Let me see really quick if I'm okay with this. Un momento. I want to know what I'm okay with showing. Let me see. Ooh, we have an ad coming up in 5 minutes. Okay, let me see. All right. Yeah, I don't mind showing this. Hold on one second. Let me snatch this. I'm not going to go too into detail. One, because I don't have everything. I have a lot of details out already. Because it's one of those things where it's like I did one thing and it started making me think about other things. And it's like I would be up until like 5, 6, 7 in the morning, literally coming up with things. The past couple nights, I've been thinking of names of like geographical locations and trying to figure out like, what the continents are called, what this and that, And so I was like, it's so crazy. What are your plans for this week? Stream? Yeah, I'm gonna stream Wednesday and Thursday. This is the way. I'm actually gonna snooze this. Can I put this in here? Let me see. Oh, it's so dark. Hold on. We'll see if that'll be shown. It might be pretty dark because on my phone it looks great. On my computer, not so much. Okay. Close that. You only saw someone starts to rain. Have you ever seen the rain? All right. Nix, hello. You are. I'm gonna be ending soon. However, I'm talking about my world a little bit here. Okay. I don't know if I care about y'all seeing my shitty handwriting, but anyway. So this is what I drew. Boop, 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 boop. This is what I kind of have so far. Oh my god. So I took this entire. I took the idea here. Oh my god, it's so faded. It's not faded. It's just so like you can't really see it that well. But basically, so how I decided. So I was like, oh, there are a lot of places that like create continents. It's so fucking dark, y'all. Hold on. Can I maybe like raise up the. I'm gonna see if I can do something. Color. Can I raise the brightness a little bit? Contrast. Here we go. Camera. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot easier to see, yeah? A little bit better. Right. How does that look? Yeah. I don't know what's easier. But anyway, so basically, do not judge my handwriting. I had to figure out, like, oh, how big is the world? I was like, oh, it's 2 times the size of Earth. It's a world. I don't know what it's called yet. And I started writing everything, and I think it's really funny because I literally created this, and it's so fun. Okay, I'm nerding out a little bit about this, but I literally took foil, and I said, well, how many continents does Earth have? And it was like 7. And I was like, I'm going to do 8 just because I don't want to do 7. So I chose 8. I took foil. I crumpled it up. I crumpled 8 pieces of foil into random shapes. And I tossed it onto my table, onto the paper, until they were oriented in a way that I felt was cool. And I traced the perimeter of those pieces of foil onto my paper, and it was really, really fucking funny because if you look at, I don't think you can see, but like in the top middle, like in the top area, there are 2 map making. I've heard a little bit about it, but I'm not super familiar with it. But there are 2 land masses that were really close to the edge, and I decided to just connect them with the landmass. And so once again, I thought to myself, oh, this is really interesting. You have this, and also if you consider the context that this world is, if you consider this world is 2 times the size of Earth, one of the things that I looked at is so on the left map, on the middle, the right side, right? You see a landmass that looks kind of like a fish. I forgot what I named that continent, but I looked, and the size of that continent, for reference, is roughly the size of Asia, which is all of Asia, including like Russia. So it's about that same size. So if you consider that one continent there that looks kind of like a fish is the size of Asia, imagine the sizes of these other places. And then you have to consider the 2 main oceans of this world, right? The Northern Ocean and the Southern Ocean. Massive oceans. And it's just like, oh, I'm not going to go into detail because I did so much fleshing out, but it's just really cool. But the idea is, like, already from there, I was looking at those 2 land masses that are connected via a large land bridge, and I was like, ooh, the geography writes itself. There's absolutely going to be tension between these 2 land masses that are connected via a land bridge. There's going to be some sort of thing. And so as I'm starting to answer more questions about the world, the logistics, the way things work, it makes you ask the questions, and it tells the story itself, which is a huge part of, for those that don't know, I'm coughing, sorry. For those that don't know, I'm an actor, and there's a lot of things that we're taught. It's a whole lot of water, but don't worry, those aren't going to be empty. So I'm getting rid of that. But the idea here is that it's super cool. I'm really proud of all the work that I'm putting into it, because it's just like, I've never done this. And I was actually talking about it with Kaz, and I said, I think it's really funny because I always thought that I was bad at creating things. But when I started working on Little Light with him, I think I got a lot more specific in knowing how I want to do things. And I started asking the right questions. So when you're an actor and you're trying to dive into a character, you ask certain things, and it teaches you to get specific. So for example, if I am a character, the question begs, what's the character's name? What's the age? What's their build? Where are they from? What are they wearing? When you think about the context of all of these details of the person, even their background, where they're from, that defines aspects of them. If a person is wearing, heavy clothing or a backpack, how is that going to change the way they walk? If a person is bigger versus skinnier, how is that going to change the way they walk? if a person, obviously it's like the more specific things, like if depending on where they're from, how are they going to talk? Are they more, wealthy? Are they more, impoverished? Like these little things, I don't know. Probably gonna end soon, but I'm just chatting, and so yeah, it's so good. For me, as I'm building this world, it asks, I start asking all these questions, and so it's so good. Funnily enough, I have built quite a lot. So I started breaking things down. It's like, okay, what is like the magic / tech of this world? What are the cultures like? What are, how many different races do I have? Do I want there to be all these other fantasy races, or do I want it to just be humans, and all these different things? And it's really cool. Fun fact, I've settled on 2 races. They're humans and they're animal people. Not giving you any names. One, because I'm protecting my shit, because none of this is official yet, and I trust all of you. But if anybody else stumbles upon my stream or my VOD and starts to steal my ideas, I can't let that happen. Wahaha. So yeah, that'll all be on the down low. But anyway, yeah, it's so fun. Other cat boys, there are animal people, yes. Note it down. I am noting it down. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna be ending soon, so I'm gonna just keep snoozing that. So cool. I want to know everything about it. It's a lot of fun. And so, yeah, I borrowed them. That's funny. So even down to the names of my continents, I took inspiration from different languages, and I didn't use other languages. I took pieces of different languages, spliced them together, and then changed their spelling so that you couldn't really tell where it's from, like which language it's from. And it's pretty cool. So I'm very excited. And even down to so I started writing everything down. Like all these different papers have different categories, and I started thinking okay, what is the what is that called? What is the world like? What, like I said, how does magic work in the world? Is there science? What are the cultures like? And when you think about all these little things, that tells its story. And oh, well, now how are people what are the politics in the world? Who are the different factions? And then if there is magic and also science stuff, how do those interact with each other? It says a lot about the people and the culture. And oh god, I'm so glad I'm muting myself, guys. I'm glad you're not hearing me cough. It's bad. So magic science, yeah. So fun fact, there's already I in my writings, I've done some other science fiction, I guess you could call, or science fantasy kind of vibes. I love when nerds nerd. I am such a nerd. How you feel better seeing? I hope so too. But basically it's this idea of what is the word? What was I gonna say? What was I talking about? I don't remember. But I was talking about the world, and it's cool. And just, yeah, the world building's fun. Yeah. Oh god. It's crazy. So no, it's a good time. I make a lot of underscore, but pretty much all the worlds are based on existing media. Right. That's what I used to do too. That's why it's really interesting to go ahead, and I have to say, I have to give a little credit, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, so I'm just gonna say that I was talking to a friend, and he was sharing some details about a world that he's making, and the idea of that world didn't really feel I want to do something like that, but the fact that he was talking about everything, it made me inspired. I was like, wow, you have such original ideas, you have this and this and this. It makes me want to try. At the very least, I want to see if I was to try to come up with something completely original in terms of world building, in terms of the way cultures and magic and stuff works, the way that I have included, it's really cool. So basically, I've even done a system on why there's the Sun Titan, and the premise of my main story is, I'm going to say this. There are 3 Titans in the world. And each Titan chooses a host or a champion, however you want to call it. But what if 2 Titans chose the same host? Interesting. What would come of this predicament? Has it ever happened before? And so, I actually didn't say your name, Muse. I didn't actually say your name. I was just talking about world building. And I was talking about a friend of mine that inspired me to create my own original world. So, yeah. I keep fucking coughing. Sounds interesting. What are we talking about? The reason guns don't exist are because the god of magic doesn't allow it. He hates technology overtaking it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. But the Sun Titan must not have a shadow. So basically, so I'm not going to go into detail because this is my original story and I'm not letting anyone steal any ideas from me. Not until I have my stuff concrete, because right now I am still very much in a brainstorming stage. And so it's really cool. I'm very proud of my world and what I'm doing right now. It's awesome. There is a lot of lore. And so it is an extension. It is an extension of me. Finna plagiarize. I swear to God, Vort. I swear to God, you were throwing some fucking spell at me. I did not read that as English. I read that as like Latin or something. Like Fine plagiarize or something. Fucking, I don't fucking know. You were like casting a spell on me or something. How do I know when it's concrete? When I start working on the world and I bring it to a point that I'm no longer changing things. Because I told you, I was brainstorming. I put a spell on you. I was brainstorming. So like a lot of the stuff that I've been doing is jotting notes down. And like I told you, there are times where I'm writing things down, putting question marks next to them, and then I'm writing things down and expanding on it, or I've written things down and I'm crossing them out. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's really fucking cool. I think it's such a blast, and it's so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, I think it is going to be, I say it's a, what's the word? You know how like when they have expanded universe of things where it's not necessarily canon, kinda, but it's like loosely based, you know what I'm saying? This will be that, because obviously I, Zashi, am your Sun Titan. I am here from your sun. I am your son. But in this other world, there's a whole other thing. Just pause to sing real quick. Let's go. All right, I'm just gonna let this fucking ad go through, bro. Can I do it now? Hold on. Can I do it now? Here, sorry. I'm gonna dismiss that. I wonder if it's still gonna, or did I just fuck up and like add more? Oh no. Oh goodness. I'm not sleeping yet. I'm winding down, just chatting. But yeah. Oh god, there's so many subs here. That's amazing. Look at that. It sounds like it's meant to be. But yeah. So, the ads. You're reaching ads. Yes, let's go. So, I appreciate it. You can't hear me. But yeah, world building. I just started coughing. I'm okay. I'm doing good. Yeah, you could totally hear that. How are you, Nani? I'm great. I'm actually just about to end. I'm literally just about to end right now. So, yeah. Sunspots. First of all, thank you very much. I wrote a whole long message in the Discord, and I don't know if you saw it, but I do just want to say I'll wait for the 20 seconds to end. I'll wait for the 20 seconds to end before I continue that whole conversation. Okay, I don't know what my favorite song is to sing. Don't you worry about a thing. And it's just, yeah. You saw? Hell yeah. This is the way. Alright. So, ads should be over. I think ads are over. At least it's telling me that ads are over. Good night. I just wanted to say before I head off, I sent that message in the Discord, and for those that didn't see it, I just wanted to say I appreciate you all a lot. Like, I love what I do. I love singing. I love playing games with everybody here and hanging out. And the fact that you all take time out of your days, busy schedules, all this kind of stuff to spend with me, it means the world, because it's nice to know that, you know, we've got a community here. We've got a community here that feels pretty tight knit, and I don't know. It's just one of those things, like, it's just like we know we can count on each other, sort of thing. So, and lately I've been, despite being sick, I've been very positive, but then I'm also very work mode. So it's so funny. I haven't had time for anything else, which sucks, because I haven't done anything that is, I guess you could say, recreational. I don't really play video games off stream. I never really did that when I started streaming, but I don't really watch anime anymore lately either. A lot of what I do is I'll study Japanese for hours a day, and then, good night, Tori, and then I will, like, lately I've been working on the world. Thank you. I love you too. I love you all so much. So take care. I'm going to be finishing up, like I said, soon, but I'm just saying my final thank you, and I appreciate you all. So yeah. But yeah, I have been in, like, my brain has been in constant, like, work mode. Like, I just want to fucking work on this world, and I want to study Japanese, and I wish I could be singing. I wish I could be learning songs. I've been listening to a lot of music, though. There are some songs that I want to learn, so I'm like, just listening to them when I can't sing is already, I'm audiating, so I'm just like, ooh, I'll learn this and I'll have it. So teaser, I got a pocket full of sunshine. I'm just kidding, sorry. Hi, River. Stars yearn for the spotlight, after all. I don't yearn for the spotlight. I am the star. I am the light. I am that which creates a spotlight for others. Which songs you plan on learning? You'll see when I have them learned. Shut the fuck up. What? What, Vort? What? What's the matter? What's the fucking matter? Y'all are fun. Y'all are great. I need water. Ugh. I did my laundry last night, like super late last night. And, you're too bright, it burns. Have you ever, oh my god, have you all watched a movie called Brightburn? It's really cool. I remember, I was just thinking about it the other night. Brightburn is a horror movie with the premise of what if Superman was evil? Brightburn. It's pretty cool. A hole right through my soul, setting my heart ablaze. Hate long distance? Yeah. That's why, even if I had time for a relationship right now, which I don't, I wouldn't do long distance. I think I've mentioned this before. I think I've talked about this a little, like, briefly. I don't know, call me old school. I just wouldn't. I know a lot of people now love long distance. I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to do it. So it's fun. It sucks though, because like sometimes you don't necessarily get to meet a lot of people like in person, like wherever you're at. So I get it. I love that the whole, long distance thing can connect people, but no, long distance isn't gonna work for me. Yeah, I mean, and you just have to know. I don't know yet. The sun is very, very far. Yeah, 8 minutes, bitch. 8-minute delay. Fuck that shit. No kidding. Long distance can be rough. Has done it, and not for everyone. But very happy to be with the hubby finally. That exactly, and like yeah, and see that's you reach the point where you're at now, where it's not long distance. But can you imagine if you had to deal with it for a lot longer? Like that'd be ass. Secretly admitting to not loving us? What are you talking about? I love you all. I love you all a lot. This is actually why Sheen does not have 8-minute delay for the flavor. That would be so fucking funny. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if it took me 8 minutes to respond to your messages? What if I like specifically just waited 8 minutes before I responded to your guys' messages? That would be so annoying. I would need to timestamp everything. Like I would need to like find a way that OBS shows that. Oh, that would be. Yeah, it would be. That is not a hilarious gimmick. It's just a gimmick. The chat would fill up. Would it? Or would just nobody talk because it was like, well, we're gonna have to wait 8 minutes before my message is read. Well, I'm from Ren's chat first and foremost, so I need that. Actually, that one has more of a delay. Ren has 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. 8-minute delay. Yeah, because you know how like it takes 8 minutes. Now here's the thing. You know what's funny about that? If we want to be nerdy, it takes 8 minutes for the sun's light to reach you all. But light moves fast. So what about a sound delay? That would be even longer. Light is faster than sound. Exactly. That's my point. Sound delay is evil this way. I just coughed so much, dude. Holy crap. I need something, man. This is bad. So sound delay would be around 20 minutes. Honestly. Yeah. Well, you know what, though? If that works for you and you both are happy, that's awesome. I love it. And I feel like there's no special way we can get sound. You're so right, 2 feet. I love it. I love the nerds. I love everyone's getting nerdy. I'm dying. I just coughed so much. It's so bad. And that's the thing. It's like, you have to determine for yourself, right? If you are okay, if the distance is worth it for you. And to some people it is. To some people it isn't, there would be a chat overflow and it's actually going to silent for 8 minutes when the sound is more delayed. Be ass. It'd be ass. We're not doing that. See, here's the thing. I have good tech. Also, I am on Earth. Even though you see behind me, right? Even though you see all of that, I am in the sky of Earth. Understand? This is the way. Cries, stop asking me. You don't have to stay here. I'm going with the flow. I don't have set times for my streams. I stream until I want. And right now, everyone's having a good time. Everyone's chatting. So I'm having a good time. I'm not putting a cap. You can go sleep right now if you're tired. And that's the last I'm going to address that topic. Maybe Zashi can condense light waves to vibrate. Condense light waves? Huh? Into what? We're in long distance with Zash. Hold up. Who said that I'm in a relationship with y'all? You're a wonderful companion to my child. Do you all, just once, do you want to hear me cough? Just to hear how bad it is? Did we just get friend zoned? Yes. You are all my friends. I love you. I hope I made that clear. I flirt with you all, lovingly, as a friend. I hope I made that clear. Wait. I hope I made it clear. Wait. Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hey. What's up? How are you? I did this early. Nah, just believe the sun will come around eventually. You goof! Did somebody call for the Sun Titan? Hey. Fucking shit. Excuse me. That wasn't even the worst of it, yo. That wasn't even the worst of it. It's bad, dude. It's bad. It's bad. No, don't tire yourself. Oh my god. Vort, is your chest in pain or something? No, it's all throat. My throat is so itchy and irritated that it causes me to cough. And when I cough, it gets more irritated, causing me to cough, which causes me to cough more. Your throat is okay. Is it okay? No, it's not. I was thinking about maybe like using my endoscope to check my throat, to just make sure I'm good and make sure all good. Blah, 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 blah. Damn, now I'm in a nerdy mood. I really want to keep working on my world. Your throat is making an unpleasant cycle of more coughing. This is the way. Endoscope? An endoscope is basically a camera on a tube, on a thin tube. So what I usually do is I stick that tube down my throat and I examine my vocal cords to see, oftentimes when I do something new with music, like singing, and I experiment on something, I usually check my vocal cords to make sure that they're still good. At the end of the day, I just check it to make sure that my vocal cords themselves are still white. By the way, for those that don't know, vocal cords look like a vagina. Get over it. It's anatomy. But yeah, I had to stare at that shit. Being sick sucks. Dry air sucks. Allergies. Lasso suck. Lasso. I'll toss a lasso around you. Sorry. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Whoa, what did I just hear? Misaki Fujiyuko. Listen. I'm coughing. I might need another cough drop, y'all. It's bad. I'm crying. Why are you crying? Don't cry. Come stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. I want to sing that song before I leave. I'm ending stream, by the way, if you didn't know. I want to sing it. I want to sing it once. Beady beady My throat hurts, but singing makes me happy. And I don't sound like absolute ass. Come stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. For one so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry. 'Cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. You'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. You'll be here in my heart, always. Why can't they understand the way we feel? They just don't trust what they can't explain. I know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not that different at all. And you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. On now and forevermore. Don't listen to them, 'cause what do they know? We need each other to have to hold. They'll see in time. I know. When destiny calls you, you must be strong. I may not be with you, but you've gotta hold on. They'll see in time. I know. We'll show them together, 'cause you'll be in my heart. Believe me, you'll be in my heart. I'll be there from this day on, now and forevermore. Yes, you'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. You'll be here in my heart, always, always. I'll be with you. I'll be there for you always, always and always. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there. Damn. Okay. All right. Point proven. I'm gonna stop singing. Good night, morning, afternoon. Oh God, wherever it is you are in the world. Oh God, my throat. Ugh. I feel like ass. Thanks for the amazing stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I'm dying, y'all. It's bad. It's bad. You know? Ugh. Okay. Tea and honey. Absolutely. I'm absolutely gonna go grab some of that. I would like to raid a friend. I would like to raid a good friend of mine. So if you would all please spread love and joy to one of my favorite Aussies in the world. If we can get those raid messages out, we're going to raid Atlas Hoki. If you are, oh man, y'all racing into that. If you are a sub, use the first raid message. If you are not, use the second raid message. Good night, morning, afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world. I love and appreciate you all so much. My voice is so gone. I'm going to shower, I'm going to chill, and I'm going to work on my world building after a little bit of relaxation. So, yes. Maybe I'll keep you all posted. I don't want anyone stealing my ideas until it's done. So, I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. If you got more day ahead of you, if you're going to sleep, I hope you sleep super, ooper, duper well. Ooper? Super, duper, uber well. There we go. And if I love your voice sick or not, I'm going to go to... Yeah. I will be back next Monday. Like, I'm going to be back Wednesday. Sorry. I'm going to be back Wednesday, and I'll also stream Thursday. But I will be back for sure, hopefully, to singing next Monday with my amazing glory. So, I love you, Sunspots. We're going to go raid. Please spread the love and warmth, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Mwah. Love you, Sunspots, so much. I appreciate you all. Bye-bye.